Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
For people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
In from the cold and into Tony Wald Court as we get set for our feature presentation on the PSP Network. WDA Girls and Boys Basketball tonight is the ticket. And we got you locked and loaded on the PSP Network as we get set for the Bismarck Demons and the homestanding St. Mary's Saints. Should be a high-profile matchup tonight in WDA basketball. As let's bring you right into the broadcast booth tonight. Todd Darmers alongside the coach, Joe Cattell. And we mentioned the second time around the league now, and I'm sure coaches are putting in a couple new wrinkles, maybe some sets, maybe a couple of different things that they haven't showed teams in the first round. So the second time around is always a little bit interesting.
Yeah, 100%, especially when you got two really good coaches, and Coach Terry and Coach Shetler out here. The first time around, maybe they didn't throw all the wrinkles at them. Maybe they just wanted to weigh each other out, knowing that they'd have to play each other again, and maybe even again at the WDA tournament, right? So this is an opportunity to see how these teams have grown a little bit, see how these teams have developed, and go from there. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. This one should be a good one. Obviously, the last one was a 4-point game, kind of low scoring, which both these teams since then have really picked up their scoring. I was at the Bismarck High Century game, or Bismarck High Minot High game a couple weeks ago when Bismarck High couldn't miss, and we all know that St. Mary's has the opportunity to shoot the lights out of it as well. So exciting game today. It's a very important game. They're one away from each other for that fourth seed in the tournament, in the WDA, and not having to play the play-in game. So should be a wild and fun night tonight here in St. Mary's. Yeah, and you mentioned the last game, Joe, January 7th at Bismarck High at Carlgard. St. Mary's with a hard-earned 48-44 win over Bismarck High, and the Saints led 13-12 at halftime. So if that's any indication of what type of basketball game we could be in for tonight, I have a feeling this one's going to be more on the low-scoring side, the hard-fought side of the equation. Yeah, both teams obviously scored 30 points in the second half, so just one of those weird games, one of those anomalies, so to speak. Both teams are scoring, almost 60 points a night. So one of those anomaly games that the first half no one could score, and so but it should be different tonight. I really think that both teams have grown a lot since then, and I think that St. Mary's, I think they know the opportunity they have in front of them to build a 2-point lead, a 2-game lead, get a little bit of a cushion on Bismarck High here going into the home stretch, and Bismarck High obviously wants to keep it close and not get the season sweep. That's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15 minutes or less. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Ty Terry's club, 10-6 on the season. Bill Shetler's crew, 9-7 on the season. And, Joe alluded to them. And let's bring you these girls' standings right now across the WDA. Also throw in the EDC standings there to boot. Brought to you tonight by Trusted Tire and Auto. The Majets leading the way. Legacy's putting together a great season. Mandan, St. Mary's, Century, Bismarck log-jammed, and there is a lot to be settled yet, Coach, with about 3 and change weeks left, maybe 5 games, 4, 5, 6 games left in the conference. There's a lot of shaking and baking in that standings right now. 100%, and St. Mary's has the opportunity right now to build a little bit of cushion on Bismarck High, get a game or a half game up on Century, and it would be a full game here, but very, very important for St. Mary's. They really want to keep that fourth place position. Not having to play the play-in game is so vital. But Century and Bismarck, two teams that have been there before. Bismarck High playing in the state championship game a year ago. Bismarck Century with lots of girls that played in that same game just a few years back. So definitely, they got the fire right on their tail. St. Mary's does in order to lock that fourth place up and stay out of the play-in game. Yeah, these two teams, 8-5. St. Mary's is in the conference. Bismarck High, 7-6. So just one game separates them with 5 to go in the WDA standings. Of course, you got Horace and Red River leading the way out in the EDC. All right, fans, we'll take a timeout. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. When we come back, we'll dig into our player profiles. We have our keys to the game, and we get set for the matchup tonight as it's the Demons and the Saints. I love it. It's the best oxymoron in town. It's like jumbo shrimp. The Saints and the Demons tonight on the PSP Network. More after this break. And our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on after this timeout.
Had had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
Todd Domrey's alongside the former University of Mary basketball coach Joe Cattell as we get set for the Demons and the Saints tonight on the home floor of the St. Mary's Saints. That's Tony Wald Court. So good to have you tuned in. So good to have John Haugen, Aaron Wald running the cameras, producing for us tonight as we get set for a doubleheader of basketball this evening on a cold night in central North Dakota. As it'll be warm and toasty here in the friendly confines of St. Mary's, but it is cold outside right now. All right, fans, time now as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. Timely services that don't slow you down. Everybody's busy. Visit one of their service centers. Takes about 15 minutes. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. All right, let's talk about our player profile tonight, Joe, for the Bismarck Demons. And that's brought to you tonight by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Another choice to seal your heating and air game. You can call Dylan at 222-2155. Get your furnace performing at the top of its game. Call Dylan today, 222-2155, Northern Plains Heating and Air. Player profile for the Bismarck Demons, none other than Taya Fedig, the 5'6" senior guard. And our theme tonight, Joe, on these player profiles is from the course to the track. This young lady is an accomplished trackster and cross-country runner.
Yeah, something I would know nothing about, either one of those things. No, yeah, Taya Fedig, she's obviously a very important piece to this, a senior, 5'6", obviously not a high scorer, but a very good rebounder. It doesn't really stretch the floor, but she's very, very valuable when it comes to that press and just getting after people and moving her feet. So, yeah, Taya Fedig, obviously the Nebraska track star. Must be a pipeline from Nebraska to Bismarck with Logan Nisley being down there as well. Yeah, Taya Fedig, I like it. I like the track theme.
And accomplished in basketball as well. I mean, leads the team in steals, number 7 in the league in steals, couple 3 points a night. But, man, you watch her. She sets the tone defensively for Bismarck High and Coach Shetler. And she doesn't stop. I mean,
Yeah.
that track background and the state championships she's won just leads right into being all over the court on the basketball hardwood.
Yeah, total key to that press is to have athletes like her out there running around and making plays. And when you're able to have enough of those athletes on the floor, you're able to create some chaos and get some steals. Like you said, high steal potential player. One of the top in the WDA defensively is pulling those steals down. So, yeah, Taya Fettig is a huge reason for Bismarck's high success, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, an all-stater in cross country, 3 state championships.
Is that what they do on the golf course after they close it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Is that when I can't play on a Tuesday randomly because there's a bunch of kids out there running around?
That's exactly what's going on, Coach.
That's what they do out there, huh?
Sometimes they do it at places like McDowell Dam, so it's not necessarily
okay.
interrupting a golf schedule, but a lot of times it is.
I just thought it was a bunch of crazy kids in PE class running around or something like that, ruining my day.
Yeah, Taya Fettig, 3 championships, 2 individuals, the 800 and the mile at the state track meet, and a relay championship for the state champion Bismarck Demon girls. There's your player profile tonight for the Bismarck Demons, the senior Taya Fettig. All right, Joe, while we have a second here, let's bring up the top scorers across the WDA. And none other than Lily Bell, Miss 2,000 plus now for the Majettes. You got a couple St. Mary's Saints on there that has as good of a 1-2 punch as anybody in the conference, and Matea Messer and Natalie Benning. Bismarck High, kind of like on the boys, obviously you got Andre Austin that is right up there, but you get a lot of kids for Coach Shedler that average between 6 and 12 points a night.
Yeah, and I was going through the stats today, and a couple girls moved up 0.6 points. A couple girls moved down 0.4 points. Some people stayed exactly the same. So, yeah, just a lot of bodies out there that are capable scorers. No big superstar on the offensive end. They obviously have some experience with Newmiller and Root and Luther. But as far as just that, go-to, you got to stop this player to stop their offense. There really isn't that, and that's kind of a fun way to coach. I mean, it's obviously great to have the superstar in Lily Bell, but it's kind of a fun way to coach when you know that you can get production from anybody you put on the floor.
Yeah, there's your top 10 WDA scorers across the league. And last thing is, look at that double A poll. This was from last Wednesday as you had Minot and the Majettes leading the way. You got Horace putting together a great season with the Gonzaga commit leading the way for the Hawks. Mandan Legacy and Davies rounding out that top 5. And then, of course, you got Century and Minot leading the way in boys with Bismarck High checking in at number 4. There's your double A poll tonight, brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center here on the PSP Network. All right, we're getting set for basketball. We'll come back with our player profile for the St. Mary's Saints. We'll have our keys to the game, and we'll get set for basketball tonight from St. Mary's High School in North Bismarck. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timeless services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Todd Dahmer's Joe Cattell back at St. Mary's, getting set for the Saints and the Demons. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Stay in your car for a drive-through oil change. 15 minutes or less. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. All right, our player profile for the St. Mary's Saints tonight brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State brings you tonight's player profile for the St. Mary's Saints and another senior, another track star. From the course to the court, Eva Selensky. As you talk about Taya Fettig's accomplishments, Selensky can pick them up and put them down just as well for the Saints. And, oh, by the way, she was a track star and cross-country, track star for St. Mary's, cross-country star for Legacy.
Yeah, no doubt, and she's a very important piece. Obviously, we saw the stats earlier with Benning and Messer, and both of those players are extremely important as far as scoring goes for St. Mary's. But on nights like tonight, you need everybody to break that press, and Eva Selensky is going to be extremely valuable, helping get that ball across the floor. Her defensive presence on all the different shooters and all the different players that Bismarck High has. Again, another very good athlete that can get up and down the floor, that can guard, that can move her feet. Going to be extremely valuable tonight. And kind of cool. We got two Division I athletes. Might as well make them the player profile as far as the PSP goes. And it's cool to recognize those girls as well for their other accomplishments, not just basketball. And obviously, we don't do PSP track yet. If we do, I don't do it because I don't know anything about it. But it's cool to see those girls and their accomplishments and their huge signs to be Bison and to be Cornhuskers.
Yeah, exactly. As Selensky, just like Fettig, an all-stater in cross-country, the senior athlete of the year in cross-country, as a matter of fact, state champion in the 2-mile at the state track meet, and as you mentioned, heading to NDSU to run for the Thundering Herd. And the other thing about Selensky is you look at her rebounding numbers for just a 5'7" guard. She's number 3 on the team in rebounding behind Benning and Messer. And her assist to turnover ratio is outstanding. So she's going to be a key tonight for the St. Mary's Saints as a senior guard against this pressure that the Bismarck Demons will throw at you. All right, there's your player profiles. Again, brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Well, we're getting closer and closer to the postseason, fans, and this Premier Pass for all 10 tournaments, our pre-tournament rate will be ending soon. PSP Plus is your exclusive broadcast home for WDA hockey, girls and boys WDA basketball, your regional tournaments in Class B, Division A, qualifiers, district tournaments, you name it, you got it. PSP will bring you the postseason like nobody else in Central and Western North Dakota. Premier Pass for all 10 tournaments, pre-tournament rate ending soon. Get those passes as soon as you can. All right, it's time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. And your Northern Plains keys to the game for the Bismarck Demons, Joe. Hey, shooting's going to be a premium tonight. Can you get off to a hot start?
100%. Got to get off to a hot start. And I watched them play against Minot High a couple weeks ago, and they really shot the lights out of it and did a really good job of just staying in the fight by scoring on offensive. And we know why they lost the last time or why the game was close. It's just that really slow first half. So I'd like to see Bismarck High get off to a quick start tonight.
And what I liked about Minot that night against Bismarck against Minot, we're going to get to the prayer here in a second. But first, that night, they looked for their shot in early shots, and they went with it, and they were aggressive. Well, let's join St. Mary's for our evening prayer tonight.
We ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. We ask this through the intercession of Mary, the Mother of God, and the patroness of our school as we pray together. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Mary, Queen of Victory. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Yeah, we don't get to do that every night on the PSP Network. There's your evening prayer. And now the anthem will be played before the boys' game. So let's get you that second key to the game here, Joe, as for the St. Mary's Saints. Bismarck's going to come out and pressure you.
Yeah.
Can you handle it?
You got to handle it. And again, I'm going back to the last game I did with St. Mary's. Legacy did that zone, and St. Mary's just really didn't handle that zone very well. They kind of stayed in the middle. They didn't break it all. And even though this press is different than a zone, are they able to break it? Are they able to find the secret code? Are they able to answer the questions to the quiz, so to speak? Are they able to handle the pressure, get it across, and find scoring when they do, and not get rushed, not turn it over, all those types of things? So can they handle it against Bismarck High? Can they keep up with the game? Obviously there's going to be a lot of players Bismarck High is going to throw at them. Can their girls keep up with all the different players coming on the floor? And are they been able to break that press and then find ways to score on the offensive end?
As your keys of the game tonight brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today, 222-2155, for all your new installation, upgrades, and furnace and AC needs. Call Dylan from Northern Plains Heating and Air, 222-2155. Now, we saw that Bismarck Demon starting 5. Taya Fettig, we previewed her in the pregame. Cambry Newmiller will be starting guard along with Caitlin Luther. Taylor Mayer is a forward for the Demons, and Jordan Rude in the middle, one of the leaders in the league in blocks. For 11th-year head coach Bill Shetler for the Bismarck Demons. For second-year head coach for the Saints, Ty Terry, they'll go like this. At the guards, you'll have Eva Solinsky. She'll be joined in the backcourt by Abby Schmidt, the 5'7 senior. One forward is Natalie Benning, the 5'9 senior, averaging about 16 points a game. The other forward is Journey Okrip, the 5'8 junior, and in the middle is the stat sheet stuffer, Matea Messer, the 5'11 junior. Again, head coach Ty Terry. I'm going to give you an over-under, Nate. How many times is Coach Shetler going to get in the defensive stance?
The word around town is how many times he even come onto the basketball floor and actually participate in the game. He's been warned a few times this year already, and I always crack a joke. Guys like Coach Shetler, they just get so into the game that they don't even know that they're 3 feet onto the floor sometimes. So
pulling the Mike Tomlin?
Yeah, for sure. So that'd be something. That's something on the side to watch. It's not really a key to the game, but just something fun to watch. And Coach Shetler is one of the best, and he coaches all year long. Coaches his kids in travel basketball and coaches high school, and spends a lot of time on the hardwood. And sometimes he forgets he's not at practice. So it's good to see.
All right, let's play hoops tonight from St. Mary's High School. Should be a doozy here in the girls' contest. Bismarck High lost the opener a month ago, and they get it inside. Immediately turning and shooting is Luther, posting up, got it back, put it up and in.
Yeah, good persistence there by Luther. Early post touch for her. Gets their own offensive rebound and knocks it in. Good little offensive action there to start the game, getting the ball in the post.
Bismarck High comes out and pressures. Messer will handle the rock a lot for the Saints. She gets it to Benning and into the front court. Now Messer right down Broadway. She'll get hit on the way in. And immediately to the serve pro stripe will be the junior, Matea Messer.
Yeah, nice job there by just kind of running a little sit to try to get a backdoor action on a back cut. Didn't get it, but have a wide open driving lane there for Luther and is able to get to the free throw line. Or for Messer, sorry.
Caitlin Luther, yep, picks up that personal as Matea Messer. We mentioned the stat sheet stuffing that she does. Leads the team in points, rebounds, steals, and second on the team in assists. That'll get it done, and she gets it done from the Serve Pro charity stripe tonight. 2 for 2, swishes the second one.
Yeah, and only a junior she is, so she's got a lot of basketball ahead of her.
Bismarck High into the front court. Rude, Fettig dissects and gets the friendly roll in the paint.
Yeah, nice take from Fettig there. Little lack of defense from St. Mary's. The early post touch the first possession. Middle drive on the second possession. Got to clean it up a little bit on the defensive end.
Open three ball in transition. Abby Schmidt couldn't hit that. Weak side Karam pulled on there by Fettig, and here comes the Demons. Jordan Rude gets downhill, flips it up, too strong off the glass. Saved by Benning. She got away with it. Not a great place to save the basketball, but the Saints in transition. Couple extra passes. Selensky. Oh, now Benning had her pocket picked. There's the fly in the ointment. Fettig going coast to coast, and in a weird position, Fettig gets called. Messer gets called for a foul. That'll send Fettig to the free throw line.
Yeah, early foul there from Messer. Got to make sure we watch that a little bit. But Fettig with a good job, as we talked about in the pregame, just creating steals, creating opportunities on defense, and getting right to the rim and getting herself to the free throw line, scoring her third point of the game.
As Taya Fettig, that foul was like almost on the end line. Like it was like, didn't strike my eye as maybe an interesting spot to whistle that one, but nonetheless, Taya Fettig knocks down 2 from the serve pro stripe. Now the Demons get a turnover. Stopping and popping from the free throw line was Jordan Rude, and now the Demons a little too frisky on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Coach Terry trying to get his team to calm down. 2 back-to-back turnovers right away. They've given up 2 turnovers, and they've given up an offensive rebound already to start the game. That's 3 extra possessions that Bismarck High already has.
I'm a little flabbergasted here because the Demons haven't subbed anybody in yet. Come on, man. We've played a minute and a half. Messer from straight on downtown. And Selensky tried to tiptoe the end line on an offensive rebound. She couldn't grab it, and it'll go to Bismarck High. The Demons are out strong. They lead 6-2 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. I like how the Demons have come out to play tonight. These first couple minutes, they've set the tone.
Yeah, aggressive, obviously getting off to that hard start we talked about. Touching the paint a lot, whether it's the drive or the pass.
Mayer will lock and load from the right wing from downtown. Couldn't hit it, it was short. Selensky's got a couple rebounds already. Now she picks up the bounce in the backcourt. Almost a push in behind. Oh, and a timeout. Brought to you tonight by First International Bank and Trust, as the Saints were destined for a turnover right there. Coach Terry saw it, and we break. BNC Bank scoreboard, it is Bismarck High 6, St. Mary's 2. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We'd like to thank Brian.
Feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Yeah, Bismarck High extends some pressure as we're back at St. Mary's. WDA Girls Contest tonight, part of a twin bill. Saints and the boys and the Demon boys come up next. And Bismarck High, they're buzzing. A little bit of a tough pass there in close quarters, and St. Mary's is going to get it back on the alternating arrow.
Yeah, lucky there. Obviously the timeout saved a turnover, and the jump ball arrow saves a turnover there as well. St. Mary's needs to settle down a little bit, handle the pressure.
Schmidt and Selensky play catch. Journey Okrep one bounce. Selensky mid-range shot swish.
Good job there by Selensky getting her feet set. Okrep finding her wide open for about a 15-foot jump shot.
And Eva Selensky gives St. Mary's a deuce, and they're down by a couple. 6-4 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Newmiller looks high-low, and that's tipped away by Messer. Looking to get it into Jordan Rude with the Demons. Now the Saints running. Okrep pulls up, and the kiss is down for Journey Okrep.
That play all developed from Selensky's steal and gets the ball down the floor quickly to Okrep. Okrep does a good job of using the glass, and easy bucket.
And in transition, Bismarck High not wasting any time. They will push the pace whenever possible, and Jordan Rude attacking the 10, and she gets fouled. And from the Serve Pro charity stripe, Jordan Rude has that first one settle in. Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Jordan Rude, number 2 in the WDA right now in block shots. Already holds the school record a year ago and has broken it this year.
Yeah, she's definitely one of those long arm players that can really make plays. And again, so far so good for Bismarck High on this start. Let's see if the couple substitutions for both teams, if St. Mary's can't figure out a way to crack the code a little bit more.
St. Mary's has Jones in, who almost turns it over. Maya Jones, the 5'3 freshman, sets the offense. Almost has it poked away there by Newmiller. Benning collects it, drives into a couple, and she shuffled the puppies.
Yeah, third turnover for the St. Mary's Saints. Really nowhere to go there for Benning. Maya Jones kind of had it on the perimeter, just about turned it over, and just again, nowhere to go for the St. Mary's Saints, and the Demons defense creates another opportunity.
Bismarck High has Reagan Newmiller and Opal Sorensen out there.
Little zone action here for St. Mary's.
Taylor Mayer splits a seam in that zone. Fedig, extra pass, straight on three. Newmiller, yes, sir, from downtown Reagan Newmiller.
Yeah, big when you can hit a three against the zone early. That was deep, too. It wasn't a close one. So good job of Reagan just getting their feet set and knocking it down.
A little nickel and dimer in the backcourt, whistled on Cambry Newmiller. Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that latest three there. Set the puppies, knock it down from straight on at about 22 feet, first three of the game. Reagan Newmiller hits that, and the Demons have a 5-point lead. Thanks to Ryan Family Dealership for bringing you those replays. Find them online at driveryan.com. There's a drive as Matea Messer got loose down low.
Yeah, I like that action. St. Mary's just ran a little Messer Benning ball screen, and Benning was able to find Messer on the roll, and then they get right into the press, pick them up, and cause their own turnover of their own. I like that they're pressing a presser. It's always good to bring the energy right back at them.
Bismarck High gets whistled for the walk, and the Saints trigger it in. Demons by 3. Just under 14 to play in the first half. St. Mary's goes to the weave. Pull up left elbow. Oh, and Matea Messer had that one go in and out. Heartbreak Hotel.
Yeah, robbed on that one. Good action there. The defense kept getting closer and closer to the hoop and allowed Messer a wide open 15, 16-footer and just not able to get to go all the way down.
Izzy Dahl and also Grace Newman are on for Bismarck High as Dahl sends it up top to Luther. Eyebrow fake to the fake and then to the 10. Return to sender as Matea Messer swats that out of bounds.
Yeah, good defense there by Matea. Just contesting the shot and forcing Bismarck Demons to be playing a short shot clock here on the end out.
10 to shoot. Rude from the right wing. Pass fake, back in. Newmiller has to drive and create. Flips it up with the left hand. Did not draw iron, and a good defensive set results in a shot clock violation for St. Mary's.
Yeah, for sure. Back-to-back turnovers now for Bismarck High, and now they get a chance to set up their press, though, see what St. Mary's can do with it.
St. Mary's thus far, not too much trouble. Messer got in deep, got it back, and flips it home.
She's just a really good, persistent basketball player, getting to the rim there, and then missing her first shot, but just first one up off the ground to get the offensive rebound and an easy putback for her.
Newmiller in transition. Hello.
Yeah, good sign here for Bismarck High, knocking down 2 threes already in the first half.
Natalie Benning wants in the 3, knocks it down from deep.
Really settled down and broke the press now nicely twice. Natalie Benning with a big 3 there. I think St. Mary's just called their second time out of the half.
And a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Bismarck High leads by 1. Quick transition off the made 3 for Bismarck High's Newmiller, and right between the eyes, Natalie Benning knocks it down on your Ryan Family Dealership replay. We break. Bismarck by a point, 12:27 to play in our first half.
ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
I got your ND score feed scrolling across the bottom of our live stream tonight, keeping you up to date on other girls basketball scores across the state. And here's the games we'll be tracking for you in that BNC National Bank scoreboard. Williston's at Mandan tonight. Minot is at Jamestown in girls basketball. Legacy at Dickinson. Jamestown at Minot. And, of course, Bismarck High here taking on the Saints. That's your action tonight in the WDA. Caitlin Luther wants it from a corner 3 ball, no good. Fedig in amongst the trees, second chance Bismarck High. Post up Fedig. Inside out, Luther from downtown. No, too strong, she missed 2 straight, and it ricochets out of bounds. But it'll stay Demon basketball.
Yeah, two good looks there for the Demons, just not able to knock either one of them down. Luckily enough, able to keep the possession.
Taylor Mayer throws it in to Taya Fettig. Bismarck High leads 14-13 with an even 12 minutes to play first half.
Yeah, still sticking with this zone, St. Mary's. It's a little bit of an amoeba 3-2 type zone.
Oh, good hustle by St. Mary's. They poked it away, and then Jones, through the wicket, shoveled it to Messer. Messer into the teeth of the defense, and a reach-in foul. Going to be whistled there on Caitlin Luther, and that's going to be 2 on her.
That's a big deal. Can't have Caitlin Luther in foul trouble. Even though they play a lot of girls, you still want those leaders of your team to be able to play freely on the floor the whole first half.
And Luther's been playing great minutes for Bismarck High, so her having an early 2. See how Bismarck High, depth isn't a problem for the Demons, however.
No, definitely. But you do want to keep your rotations. You want to do all those things, and when your girls are out there, you want them to play freely. And having those 2 fouls weigh on your shoulders a little bit makes you change your game a little bit.
Post up for Journey Oakrip. Oh, when she tried to shoot it over the long arms of the law, Jordan Rude, and that's a blocked shot. But then Bismarck High throws it right to Coach Shetler.
Yeah, that's the 5th turnover of the game for Bismarck High. I mean, it was 3-1 in turnovers before one of those times out of Coach Terry's, and it's quickly flipped. St. Mary's has brought the heat, and they're starting to look like the pressing team and the team that creates the turnovers.
We thought this would be a low-scoring game. It's been more scoring than the last contest between these two teams, which, as we said in the Valvoline Snow Change pregame show, is 13-12 at halftime.
Yeah, hard to beat that.
Yeah.
You're bound to get more points than that, I think.
And for all of us announcing the game, we say thank you.
Yeah, good job, girls.
Jordan Rude from deep, straight on. Nope, a little too strong. Messer is going to weave through traffic after she got the defensive board. She got double-teamed and saved it off of Newman, but it went off of Messer last. And the Saints turn it over.
Yeah, just trying to do too much against that press. Bring it on the sideline. You bring in the sideline there, kind of an extra defender for the defense. Plus, you got 2 girls on you. Eventually, you just got to pick that up and find the open player.
Demons still clinging to that 1-point lead. As you said, Coach, St. Mary's been in this zone quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a 3-2, I think. It's not a 1-3-1. Maybe it is right now, but I think it's more of an amoeba the way they're really guarding the top, and they sink down pretty low. But
the Jerry Tarkanian amoeba, I love it.
It's got a little 3-2 to it where you just kind of move around and play.
And they force a turnover. Natalie Benning in the passing lane. Bismarck High gives it to the Saints. Benning trying to answer from downtown. Selensky rebound, but it's fly swatted from behind by Camry Newmiller, and Bismarck High wants a timeout. At First International Bank and Trust, timeout on the floor. FIBT. You can find them online at FIBT.com. Locations in North Dakota, Arizona, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Timeouts brought to you by First International Bank and Trust on the PSP Network. Bismarck High by a point, approaching 10 minutes to play here in our first half.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Back in action, St. Mary's got the Demons pinned. Opal Sorensen tried to pocket pass it to Newman, taken away by Eva Selensky.
Yeah, good job defensively there by St. Mary's. 7th turnover of the game so far for Bismarck High.
Messer's getting hounded. Tries to get it down low to Oakrip. Couple bounces for her. Now she pirouettes, spins, rises, and scores in the lane.
Yeah, nice play from Oakrip. She kind of mishandled it. She had a cutting bending that she missed, but was able to keep the dribble and figure out a way to, like you said, rise above the defense and make the bucket.
Hit a jump shot, and you get a foul now on St. Mary's. Here's a Ryan Family Dealership replay. A little elevation there for Journey, and she knocks it down about 10 feet away.
Yeah, nice jump stop and just getting up elevated before the defense could respond.
Journey's got 4, and St. Mary's has their first lead.
Yeah, this is why it feels like an amoeba to me, because they kind of started 3 out, 2 in, not really the typical 1-3-1 across the free throw line.
Yeah, watch Journey Oakrip in the middle of the lane.
Yeah.
She'll guard the free throw line, but then she'll dive down and guard the post.
Yeah, it's just very, she's in charge of the middle triangle, they call it.
In the painted area, Taylor Mayer had a couple cracks at it. Third chance, fly swatted. Benning rejects Taya Fettig. Bismarck High gets in that press quickly, even on a block shot. St. Mary's gets it over in time, and they get it into Okrep. Selensky, not a messer. Tries a baseline drive and had nowhere to go, and that'll be a turnover on St. Mary's.
Yeah, trying to do just a little bit too much there, Messer. She let the ball reverse, let it come back to you a little bit, trying to get to the baseline. There really wasn't anything there. Got caught in the air trying to make a pass, and it's never someplace you want to be when you don't know where the ball's going to go.
130th all-time meeting between these two teams, as there's a takeaway. Maya Jones, coast to coast. Oh, she hung on to it too long and then got a rebound, and she's going to get tied up. Yeah, we said 130 all-time meetings. Bismarck High leads the series 91-38. The Demons had won the last 9 against St. Mary's until earlier this season when St. Mary's won 48-44 to break that 9-game winning streak that Bismarck High had.
Yeah, for sure. And St. Mary's has had one of those. It's kind of started last year at the WDA, just kind of one of those Cinderella years, kind of feeding off of last year's finish and making the Cinderella shot to get to the state tournament, and they've been able to, parlay that into this season.
Cambry Newmiller locks and loads from downtown, and she gives Bismarck High the lead right back.
Yeah, 3 threes for Bismarck High so far in the first half, all of them by Newmillers.
Reagan's got 2. And Cambry's got 1, and Matea Messer's now got 8 as she is feasting on this Demons defense.
Yeah, much better take there. She got the ball at the elbow in the middle of the floor, is able to get to her hand, not caught on the sideline or the baseline. Nice action there from Messer.
Jordan Rude inside out. Izzy Dahl, shot fake. The lefty sneaks in and got hit on the side of the head. Good take there by Dahl. And she'll get a couple from the Serve Pro stripe. The one thing I wanted to ask you about is Dahl will be shooting a couple here from the Serve Pro free throw line.
Yeah, Selensky just picked up her second.
Selensky, yep. Selensky's got 2. And the first one is good for the left-handed sniper, Izzy Dahl. Bismarck High ran it all the way to a state championship game last year, losing in that title tilt. But the thing that I remember about that team is so many late-game situations. Jersey Berg and Paige Brewer made huge plays, and I'm just kind of figuring out who's that gal this year for the Bismarck Demons? Who's the Brewer? Who's the Berg, the Killer Bees this year for this team?
Yeah, Rude, Luther, Newmiller, all girls that played on those teams last year. Obviously, Fedig, who we talked about, she played good minutes last year, so you just feel like one of those girls is going to step up here at crunch time as they get closer and closer to the state tournament, as you get closer and closer to needing people to step up to win basketball games. And this is a tournament type game. You get down 2 behind Century and St. Mary's, and all of a sudden you're looking up for the next 2 weeks, and you're hosting a playoff game instead of getting yourself a seat at the WDA tournament.
Izzy Dahl made a couple free throws. Messer answered with a hoop. She's got 10. Bismarck High missed a shot, and St. Mary's gets a miss there from Abby Schmidt. Nice play. Oh, it's taken away. Benning. Okrep going to go screen and roll now with Messer. Rejects the screen, spins, and she got hit hard.
Yeah, nice job there again. Like Messer a lot better in the middle of the floor where she's able to spin, move, and do some things, get to both hands. Good take there from her, and good hustle from Maya Jones keeping that ball alive and giving St. Mary's an opportunity.
Got swiped across the side of the noggin there as Messer cans the free throw. How about the first half brewing for her?
Yeah, already with 11 points, playing really well. I'm not going to say until after this shot but free throw shooting right now is phenomenal for both teams as well. So.
Well, you had to go there.
I had to. I saw it. I'm like, I don't think I've not made an next yet.
Oh, there you go. Hey, well done, Messer.
4 for 4 for St. Mary's, 6 for 6 for Bismarck High. Don't tell me it's not an important game. Everybody's concentrating on knocking down their opportunities.
Saints by a couple. It's been close. Bismarck High got out to a quick start. St. Mary's right there on their home court.
St. Mary's back to man-to-man.
Oh, nice little pack on the back door, and there is Grace Newman laying it in.
She's a sneaky back cutter. She had 2 or 3 of those in the Bismarck High game as well. Good basketball player, good high IQ, making good plays, back cutting her defender when she's not open, and able to benefit from some shots.
And little unforced turnover on St. Mary's, and we're tied at 21 on your BNC Bank scoreboard, 6.5 to play first half. Saints back to zone. Bismarck High turns it over. And Jersey Berg is now up at Williston State, and Paige Brewer playing a little Division III basketball for the Roanoke Maroons. in the Old Dominion Conference in Virginia. And oh, by the way, she's averaging about 12 points a game, shooting about 34% from 3.
Tough day at the office today.
And she shot, and she started all 23 games for the Maroons.
Good for her. That's awesome. Not shocking that Paige Brewer figured out a way to get on the basketball floor.
Oh, there's a take.
Good take.
Maya Jones contorting.
Really good take there. Got all the way down the floor, able to get it back to her shooting hand and knock down the shot to give a 2-point lead to the Saints.
Newman gets it into Rude, bobbled it momentarily. Newmiller from deep. No, that rattles off. Reagan couldn't hit that one. Oh, almost steals it. She did. That's not easy to do. She picked the pocket of Messer and scores.
Yeah, great play there. Good defense. Nice job from Newmiller getting the layup there over Messer, trying to block her. St. Mary's again just trying to break it with the dribble instead of the pass.
Bismarck High has a takeaway. Reagan Newmiller down the right side of the lane, flipped it up with a strong hand. That was short. Saints have a rebound, and Maya Jones with the handles. Benning with an itchy trigger. Leaves it on the roll. Oh, what? Head fake by Okrip. Oh, but she couldn't finish it.
Yeah, $10 move, just not able to finish it there. Good move by Okrip. Good pass from Benning on the screen and roll. Just not able to finish it like we said.
Luther in the mid-post. Backing her away in. Splits a double team. Air banked it. Coach Shetler up looking for a foul as Jones goes inside out. Right side. Hey, there's Rachel Schumacher, the microwave. The freshman buries it.
Yeah, Rachel just a little bit too close to that line. Only going to get 2 points for that. But good job of breaking the press for the Saints and just finding an open shooter on the wing.
Now Rachel Schumacher just into the contest, knocks that one down. As there's the takeaway by Newmiller. I was like, she slammed on the brakes and then flipped that up with the right hand. I was like, oh, this is going to get blocked by Messer. After you picked her pocket, I thought, this thing's going to get sent.
Yeah, right. And she did just a good job of, like you said, contorting her body and avoiding that block shot.
Little back door. They try to get it into Morgan Delzer, who just checked on for Bismarck High. It's taken away by the Saints. Saints with 4.5 to play in our first half, lead 25-23. And did Caitlin Luther just pick up her third?
I think she did, trying to guard Messer there on the wing.
Messer just went to the rocker step, and feet got tangled up, and you can just tell by the reaction of Luther, like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, didn't want to be put in that situation, but got stuck there and was able to, and Messer did a good job of creating contact and getting Luther to the bench for the rest of this half.
St. Mary's by a couple. Fedig applies some pressure, and then it was touched by Fedig. That was actually pretty smart by Jones.
Yeah, Jones touched it too. It would have been over and back if she would have grabbed it first, but she kind of let Fedig touch it and then stole it away from her.
Messer misfires from deep. Journey Okrip on the offensive glass, and then she gets bodied up by the Demons, and that's going to be whistled on Morgan Delzer.
Got some bonus free throws now. Fouls are starting to add up a little bit, and Okrip's going to go see if she can't keep the hot streak from the line going.
Journey, a 70% free throw shooter on the season. Oh, I love it. The band is filing in. Oh, there's our first miss of the night tonight from the Serve Pro charity stripe as Savannah Schweitzer's also on for the Saints. There's a 3-ball, and Morgan Delzer just brought herself into the 3-ball party.
Yeah, 4 threes for the Demons so far in this half. They've been hot from behind the arc.
Somehow Maya Jones kept possession of that. She dribbled into a double team and got out of it.
Yeah, going behind her back on a double team is usually not route for success, but was able to muscle it away and get it to Natalie Benning to get it across half court.
Her name is Maya Houdini Jones. Saints lose the handle.
Yeah, turnovers are starting to really add up for both teams here. 9 for St. Mary's, 10 for Bismarck High. It's probably why it's a close game. If one team would stop turning it over, they probably have a little bit of a lead.
Bismarck High looking back door. Delzer, good cut, good find by Rude, and Delzer got hit.
Bismarck High is a very good back cutting team. They seem to always find people sleeping. They just kind of cut, and they move without the ball very, very well, and And in order to be a good back cutting team, you got to be a good passing team. And the girls always seem to be looking for those girls cutting on them.
Morgan Delzer, the 5'7" sophomore from the Serve Pro charity stripe, cans the first one. Bismarck High leads by a couple. Delzer, swish.
Yeah, 2 big free throws there, stretch the lead out to 3. Couple possessions here in a row that Bismarck High's really got some momentum going. See if they can get another turnover.
Demons a smooth 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Schweitzer on the high post. Benning, 16-footer, too strong. Fettig rebounds, and here comes Bismarck.
Doing a good job on Benning right now. She only has the 1 3-pointer that she caught in transition. Haven't really been able to break it loose since, averaging 15, 16 points a game, and she's only got 3 so far in the first half.
St. Mary's cranked up the defense. Schumacher takes it away. Here comes Solinsky up front. Schweitzer, pinned from behind and blocked by Jordan Rude. And now you get a reach in on the Saints.
Yeah, it's going to send Delzer to the free throw line for the single bonus. And again, both teams now, fouls are starting to add up, and making free throws and getting to the free throw line here the last 2 minutes could be the difference between who has the lead and who doesn't.
And Delzer just knocked a couple down like she was at a KC hoop shoot a second ago. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. First miss of the night for Bismarck High from the Serve Pro stripe.
Got to help her out. You can't run away from the press.
Solinsky, yeoman's effort there to get it over the timeline. Her teammates kind of deserted her. Saints go to the weave. Benning behind the weave, launches, long rebound. Schweitzer couldn't save it as she was on the sideline.
Yeah, good hustle from Schweitzer. Smart play there. Tried to save it to her basket instead of throwing it to the opposite basket. Just not able to keep her feet in bounds.
Well, we have an offensive explosion tonight. 28-25. Demons lead by 3. 13-12 was the score at halftime the last time these two teams played. We can be thankful for that. See, that's why we had the evening prayer tonight. As Jordan Rude knocks one down the lane.
Please pray that the ball goes through the rim.
You didn't hear me when I was saying that when they were doing the Hail Mary?
St. Mary's has really struggled to score these last 3 or 4 possessions. See if they can't stop this run. They were up 2 a minute ago, and now they're down 5. 7-0 run for the Demons.
Messer between the rings to Solinsky. Journey Okrup gets it. Spins. Contested shot. That's great defense there by Jordan Rude.
Messer really hasn't touched the ball probably in the last 4 or 5 minutes either. Got to find a way to get her and Benning in that ball screen again or get her at the high post, create some offense.
Morgan Delzer, ring it up.
We got 2 threes now in the first half, 5 threes total for Bismarck High in this first half.
And a foul now on Bismarck High. Get your Ryan Family Dealership replay. You just kind of felt this run coming here for Bismarck High, and Delzer delivers.
Yeah, Besser's going to go to the free throw line here, see if she can't crack the code and get in the score. It was 25-23 at one time, and it's been nothing but the Bismarck Demons since then.
And Messer ends that run. And how about the production here for Morgan Delzer? Averaging 1.1 a game, and she's got 8 here in the first half. Messer gets them both in the Serve Pro charity stripe to end that Demon run.
I feel like they've all come in the last 5 minutes, too. I don't think she scored before the 10-minute mark, so she's just got hot here late.
I don't think she was even in.
Yeah, Messer with 14 now in the first half, 14 of the 27 St. Mary's points.
Dahl to Rude. Newmiller reverses it to Mayer. Now back to Dahl. 7 to shoot. Izzy Dahl down Broadway, blocked at the hip by Messer. And with 4 to shoot, Bismarck High will have to trigger it in and score.
Yeah, St. Mary's big defensive stop here. If they can get it and cut it down to 4, it'd be a huge, back-to-back-to-back plays to see if they can't cut this lead a little bit.
Dahl will beat the buzzer.
Just a mistake there from St. Mary's. Kind of got caught sleeping. All you got to do is guard 1 or 2 passes max, and they just weren't able to do it.
And now Bismarck High forces a turnover. The last 3 minutes have been all Demons. They lead by 8. About a 4-second differential. I'll make it about a 5-second differential between shot clock, game clock on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Demons can run this down to about 4 or 5 seconds left in the half, but Taylor Mayer loses the handle. And here comes Matea Messer. Little head and shoulder fake. Poke checked out of bounds by Reagan Newmiller.
Yeah, 12 turnovers now for Bismarck Demons here in the half. Quite a high number for a team that creates so many turnovers themselves, but that's a pretty high number for them.
Saints with 11.1 to play in the first half. Get it into Benning.
Find a way to get Messer the ball in the high post or low post somehow.
Natalie Benning, yes! From downtown off a set play on the inbounds.
The old screen the inbounder, the first one you teach the end out class at Basketball 101.
That's old number one, right?
Old number one.
Let's show you number one on the Ryan Family Dealership replay as the Saints end the first half in style. Little handoff action. Benning gets that down screen from Messer, and she buried it.
What makes that play even better is it's Messer screening for her, right? So you can't help off Messer, or else you're going to lose the slip. And just really good setup of where the players were and execution for the team.
St. Mary's gets a hoop, but it was all Bismarck late in that first half, and we'll break it down on our Magic Towing halftime report, which comes up next. BNC Bank scoreboard at halftime from St. Mary's tonight. The Demons lead at 35-30 over St. Mary's.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
That's our Magic Towing halftime report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, if you mention the PSP network, when you need a tow, you'll save $50. Well, before the band gets cranked up, there they go. Let's run through those halftime numbers, Joe, as Bismarck High leads by 5.
Yeah, St. Mary's Saints, like we said, trail by 5 points, 30-35. They had 9 turnovers in the first half, 4 offensive rebounds. They were led in scoring by Matea Messers, 14. She was 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Natalie Benning added 6, hitting 2 3-pointers, including the last one to end us into halftime, or send us into halftime. 4 points for Journey Okrop, 2 points apiece for Selensky, Jones, and Schumacher for a total of 30 points. 6 girls for the Saints in the scoring column. For Bismarck Demons, they had 12 turnovers and 4 offensive rebounds. They had 8 girls in the scoring column, led by Morgan Delzers, 8 points. She had 2 threes and was 2 for 3 from the three-point line. Regan Newmiller also added 8 points. She had 2 3-pointers. 4 points for Izzy Dahl, 4 points for Taya Fettig, 3 points for Cambry Newmiller, and 2 apiece for Luther and Newman. Jordan Root also had 4 points in there. Sorry, I missed that one on my bottom of my sheet. Again, 8 players in the scoring column, scored 35 points, and lead the Saints by 5 at half.
I get a few Ryan Family Dealership replays here from the first half, as you can find them online at driveryan.com. As Joe, let's kind of break down that first half. Bismarck High got off to a great start. Bismarck High then let St. Mary's kind of back into the contest, and then that late stages was really Bismarck High. They were in control until the last 3 by Benning.
Yeah, for sure. I thought they were at that middle 12. All of a sudden, the St. Mary's cranked up the defense. Their press caused some turnovers. They went to that zone for a little bit. That really kind of screwed up Bismarck High. Wouldn't be shocked to see that a little bit more here in the second half. Bismarck High went from 1 turnover to 12 turnovers real fast there in that middle stretch, allowing St. Mary's to take the lead at 25-23. But ever since at that end there, New Miller just really didn't get a touch there the last 5 minutes. A lot of turnovers for the Saints, a couple missed bunnies, a couple missed buckets that they could have had, and the Saints were able to, or the Demons were able to take advantage of all of that.
That's our Magic Towing halftime report. No job too big or too small. 701-509-4011. Serving Western North Dakota. If you blow it, Magic Towing will tow it. Second half comes up next. BNC Bank scoreboard at the break. It is Bismarck 35, St. Mary's 30.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
For people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Well, important WDA standing points on the line here with 5 games to play in the conference season. These two teams separated by 1 game in the standings, and we are underway in our second half. Thanks to Magic Towing, bringing you our halftime report as a little screen and roll for the Saints. Journey Oakrip got hit there by Taya Fettig. Here's your second half lineups. Cambry Newmiller, Taya Fettig, Caitlin Luther, Jordan Rood, Taylor Mayer out there for Bismarck High. St. Mary's gets a 18-footer for Selensky, and Eva couldn't hit it. Matea Messer also out there, Abigail Schmidt, Natalie Benning, and Journey Oakrip. There's your second half lineups. As Bismarck High in front of their bench, Newmiller looks back door to Mayer. Rood sets it up between the rings. Luther didn't get much PT in that first half. They tried to get it into her. Nice step around defense there by Natalie Benning. Takes it away for St. Mary's.
Yeah, it's starting off kind of where they left off with getting a turnover there for St. Mary's. Good job getting that ball back after a good offensive possession the first time around.
Bismarck High is switching man-to-man defense. Selensky picks up the bounce. Tosses it over to Schmidt. Now they clear out a side for Messer. Gets a screen from Schmidt, and she will rise and bury it off that screen.
Yeah, she doesn't need much room. There wasn't much room there to be had, and she was able to still rise above the hand of the block shot and knock it down the shot on just a little bit of a screen or rub.
St. Mary's draws first blood here in the second half. They've cut that Demon lead to 3. Rood goes to the spin and flips it in with the left hand.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen Jordan Rood score. It was early in the game, and she's able to knock that one down to keep this a 5-point lead.
She's got a half dozen. Matea Messer leads St. Mary's with now 16 at 14 at the break, and Taya Fettig just picked up her 4th personal.
Yeah, that's a big deal there. She got Luther with 3, Fettig with 4. That was really kind of a unneeded turnover there by Fettig. They're out by half court, and she really reached in there and made a lot of contact with the Saints offensive player.
Benning misses a 3. How about the hustle by Schmidt to dig out a rebound? Oh, and then she had her pocket pick. Nice play there by Jordan Rood. Newmiller has it. And Bismarck High leads by 5. Rood skips it cross court. Mayer, they close out on her with Messer, and St. Mary's back to man-to-man. Newmiller catch and shoot from the right wing. No, rattles off. Rebound tipped once, twice into the hands of Caitlin Luther. Newmiller back on the left-handed bounce. Post entry. Mayer, goes to the dream shake for 2.
Really good move by Taylor Mayer, and they're going to need her with all the foul trouble going on right now for Bismarck High. Good take from her, not settling for the first one, getting back to her right hand and knocking down the layup.
How about that for your first 2 of the game for Taylor Mayer? That deserves a Ryan Family Dealership replay. Watch this little footwork.
Yeah, really good move there. Shook Oaker up a little bit in the post and knocked it down.
Start left, come back to the right hand, and shake the defense for a couple. Bismarck High couldn't hit it as the Demons lead by 7.
A good push there from St. Mary's, taking it right down the floor, getting it down the floor with the pass. Huge way to break the press.
Selensky weaves her way to the top between the rings, and she sets the offense for St. Mary's. Schmidt on the weave. Down to 7 to shoot. Benning has to create something in traffic, missed the jumper. Schmidt working on the glass.
Yeah, good hustle from Schmidt there, knocking that ball loose.
Doesn't result in points as Selensky couldn't hit it. Messer's working hard, couldn't get an offensive rebound. And here comes Izzy Dahl. Jordan Rude, cross-court pass. Mayer looks inside to Newmiller. Or check that, that's Newman. Dahl wants it. Dahl hits it from deep.
Yeah, great play there. Nice skip pass. Really trying to work Grace Newman in the post there. Attracted a little bit of too much help side defense, and they were able to skip it.
Oh, and then you get the delayed over and back, because I don't know if Benning knew exactly where she was.
Yeah, I had my head down there, so I think she caught it on the other side of the. You got that replay?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she caught the ball on the. Oh, that's not over and back.
They're not gonna.
Coach Shetler talked the trail referee into that one because that was not over and back.
The 3 points were not quite established.
3 points after cross, and one has to go back, and I think Mr. Referee got talked into that one.
Hey, well, the legislative session is
assist by Shetler.
Yeah, they lobby, sometimes, and Natalie Benning, the Saints need it.
Knock it down. They need that one big time.
Natalie Benning's got her third 3.
Yeah, she's been persistent. She's done a good job in ball screen. She's got some good looks from 3, and she's able to knock down her third one there to keep this one close enough to make a play.
Jordan Rude dumps it down low. Newman is stuck underneath the basket, and they avoid a 3-second call somehow as Newmiller now picks it up. Looks backside, drops it down low, and Camry had that shot blocked. Tried to body up against Benning, couldn't do it. Journey Okrip to the 10. And she got into the body of Jordan Rude, and she'll be rewarded with a couple.
Yeah, I like that take by Journey there. She had an open Maya Jones on the other side, but defense was in no position to get a stop, and she was able to get all the way there for some free throws.
And from the serve pro stripe, Journey Okrip misfires on the first one. The band is ready for the da-da-da, da-da-da.
Oh, missed them both.
Yeah, down go the flutes. St. Mary's 0 for 2 from the serve pro charity stripe, and now they get a dig out rebound, or a transition defensive play, and the arrow will favor St. Mary's.
Yeah, again, turnovers are kind of an issue right now for both teams. They're not really, I guess the rhythm hasn't been great to this game so far as just all the turnovers that we've had, and see who can come out of that and just go a couple possessions without turning it over.
Natalie Benning trying to get hot. Okrip digs out a rebound, and the offensive glass work for St. Mary's paying off.
Yeah, third offensive rebound of the first half, or the second half here for St. Mary's. They're really working hard trying to keep themselves in this game and build it back to a tight game.
Jordan Rude skips it up top. Newmiller into the lane. Oh, there's Jones. Now the runway. Jones flies in and lays it in.
Much better job there, Maya Jones. That's her second steal of the game. That time settled herself down before shooting the layup and knocked it home.
And you get a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. How about that little takeaway? And then the speed for Jones in this one finishes in traffic, and St. Mary's got a little run burrowing here as Bismarck High leads 42-39. And we got 12:37 to play in the contest.
Of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Bismarck High, out of the Coach Shetler timeout, has possession, leading 42-39 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Make managing money easy. Your life's busy. You can find them online at bnc.bank. Wild shot there by Luther. She had a wry smile like,
Yeah, took it in there pretty hard to the right side, and they call that on Selensky. Yeah, Selensky picks up the foul. Probably could have taken a charge, and she probably would have got it. She was there for a long time, but just kind of never really set her feet, never really made a decision on what she was going to do.
And Luther, nothing but twine in that first free throw. Gives Bismarck High a 4-point lead. Second one is also good.
Yeah, good free throw shooting so far for Bismarck High. 2 for 2 in this half. They were 8 for 8 in the first half, so just taking advantage of their trips to the line.
Bismarck High has backed off the full court press, so he's getting in this half court set, getting in a defensive stance, trying to play defense in the 40-foot variety, and they do exactly that. Tip pass from Natalie Benning, taken away by Luther. And Mayer wants it from downtown. Nope, short. Rebound, Newman. Oh, fly swatted.
Yeah, great block there from Natalie Benning, coming out of nowhere to block that shot and make the play.
Coach Shetler thought Matea Messer stepped out of bounds right in front of him.
I'm not sure I'd believe him again after the last one he got.
Well, they probably said, Coach, you're standing on the court. We couldn't call her out of bounds because she
couldn't see.
Messer couldn't hit it. Oh, good job picking pockets there.
Five turnovers so far in the second half. That's 17 for the game for Bismarck High.
Eva Selinsky with the takeaway. St. Mary's with a second chance. They get a new shot clock. Let's see what Messer can do. Selensky doesn't shoot a lot of threes. That's just her 6th three on the season.
Good job, Bismarck High, stopping the Messer drive in the middle of the floor. That was kind of Messer's go-to in the first half, scoring 14 points on drives just like that. That time it was taken away.
Block shot there is just into the game as Briar Yonner for Bismarck High. Messer, she got to the sideline and she was out of bounds. Checked at the end line and she was out of bounds.
Yeah, another turnover for St. Mary's. Kind of a trend. Messer kind of gets herself caught on that baseline or that sideline a few too many times, especially in transition. Maybe just trying to create a little bit too much early in the offense. Let the game come to you a little bit more. Get it reversed. She's drawn a lot of attention from Bismarck High right now.
Briar Johnner into the game, the 5'7" sophomore. Picks up the bounce to Newman. And from behind, Schumacher got into the body there of Izzy Dole.
Yeah, just a little bit too aggressive there and wasn't in the right position to try to get that tip.
Hey fans, today's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Today's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese. Planet Pizza serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Bismarck High had a missed three, had a point-blank chance for Jordan Rude. Benning in transition, short.
Bismarck High is lucky on that one because that was right in Natalie Benning's wheelhouse there. Knocked one just like that down earlier this game.
That's a couple good looks that Benning's had. She just made one from that spot and then has missed a couple here. And
they look good. They just haven't just missed a hair long or a hair short.
Bismarck High by 5 on your BNC Bank scoreboard with 10-14 to play in the contest. Demons go to the weave. Newmiller to Luther. Luther through traffic.
Yeah, nice take from Luther. That's 2 possessions now this half that she's been able to weave her way to the rim and get a ball in the glass. Fouled the first time, makes the layup that time.
Now Dahl with a takeaway, but Schumacher takes it right back. Here comes Jones. St. Mary's down by 7. And now you got Messer on the bench. I don't even see her on the bench.
Yeah, she's right there.
Oh, yeah, good catch. Somehow Schmidt lost it and then got tangled up with Luther.
Yeah, kind of a wild play there. Benning came off the ball screen, found an open shooter, bobbled it, didn't get a shot up, then started dribbling again, and never really had good rhythm there to the St. Mary's at all, but luckily able to pick up a foul and get a new shot clock.
See, two things happened there. Messer's hair color is a little different than the last time I did a game, and her ponytail was right on top of her number.
Try reffing with these girls sometimes. It's like impossible to tell what number they are.
Can you move that so I can see your number, please? Jones from the wing. They lob it into traffic. Benning somehow got it and flipped it in with the left.
Probably not the pass that Coach Terry wanted, and Benning was pretty covered up there, but Benning able to tip it to herself, get the layup. 11 points on the night. She's starting to heat up a little bit. She's gotten some good looks. See if she can continue.
Newmiller trying to create. That rattles off. Schumacher taken away. Newmiller leaves it for Mayer. Thought about a three, but then the lane opens. But she missed the bunny. Mayer hustles to get it back, and now it's going to be tied up.
Yeah, good hustle there from Bismarck High all around. Mayer is probably wanting that layup back, but good job of just working hard to keep the basketball and give yourself another chance. 5-point game. We got Messer back in the game. Benning's got some good looks lately. Let's see if St. Mary's can't make a run here.
Demons by 5. Cambry Newmiller double teamed on the baseline. Lefties it out to Reagan, the twin sister. It's like they knew each other.
She was standing all by herself. I think the only person that knew Reagan Miller was standing there was her sister, Cambry. So great play there by the Newmillers. Which one made it?
Reagan
made it, okay.
Yeah, off the feed from Cambry. Demons get a big hoop, and they lead by 8. And now they got the defense cranked up until Jones goes to the lefty lay, but couldn't finish it.
Yeah, she did everything right there but make the layup. Nice take from Maya Jones, just not able to finish.
Newmiller bounces it to Sorensen. Working in the post against the undersized Jones. Short on the shot.
That's the second time we've kind of seen the Hakeem shake down there from a young player, getting back to the right hand for the layup.
Demons by 8. High post entry to Okrup. Good dig in by Newmiller. And here comes Dahl, one-on-one. Izzy Dahl slams on the brakes. Skips it out Newmiller from the right wing. 7.5 to play. Demons lead by 8. 49-41 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Big bucket here if they can stretch it to 10.
Mayer outside. Newmiller. Yes, wow, sir!
They have shot the ball really, really, really well today.
Cambry Newmiller buries it. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. The Newmillers have gotten hot. Your latest one on the Ryan Family Dealership replay. Good feed there by Mayer. I didn't think Newmiller had her feet quite set, man, but she buries it.
She kind of shoots with that kind of tilt, that little bit of a split kind of jump shot to get a little bit more underneath it. And she had just enough to knock it down.
They are going in right now for Bismarck High, and the Demons lead by 11 with 7:07 to play in the contest.
Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Now a 3 by Izzy Dahl, a 3 by Cambry Newmiller, a 3 by Reagan Newmiller, and Bismarck High has gotten hot at the right time. 7:07 to play in the contest. Bismarck High has stretched this out to a 52-41 lead.
If I'm Coach Terry, I'm either putting Benning and Messer in a ball screen. I'm finding Messer in the middle of the floor, maybe on the elbow or something, just trying to give her some space to create.
Messer tried to skip it out to Okrup. That hit the Demons. And Taylor Mayers gobbling up loose basketballs right now for the maroon-shirted Demons.
And they got all the momentum in the world right now.
Newmiller to Newmiller. St. Mary's gone back to the zone defense. Dahl steps in, 17-footer, book it.
Yeah, good bucket there from Dahl. Nice skip pass. We've seen that a couple times. Both threes came off skip passes, and now that little nice 15-footer came off a skip pass. Just executing really well with the passing game right now.
And this is a run now for the Demons. They've stretched it out to a 13-point lead. Little hand back. Journey Okrup gives it to Jones, and she got hip checked.
Yeah, good take there. Good pass. Maya Jones there, getting herself to the rim. Going to knock down 2 free throws here, see if she can't cut this thing back down and give her team a chance. Turnovers are just really adding up. 8 for St. Mary's. They've given up 4 offensive rebounds, just not getting as many possessions right now as Bismarck High.
Opal Sorensen gets whistled for the personal. St. Mary's got to see one go through.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Only 11 points scored this half to the almost 20 of Bismarck High. It's definitely been slow on the offensive end.
Jones books the second one. And it's a 12-point lead for the Demons. Bismarck High can afford to run some clock now and be patient, get into their half-court offense until Newmiller wants it from downtown. No, that was a little short. Off of St. Mary's, however, on the carom, and it will belong to Bismarck High.
Messer and Okrup are both in good positions to rebound that. Neither one went up with 2 hands and ended up just deflecting it off each other out of bounds.
New shot clock for the Demons. Izzy Dahl almost throws it away. Tracked down by Newmiller. Couple bounces to her left. Hand off to Sorensen. The Demons got 15 to shoot. They hit a cutting. Sorensen missed it. No shot clock reset. They said that didn't hit the 10. Demons have it back. Sorensen. Oh, blocked away by Messer.
I wonder if they're going to get possession or not.
Get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that and get a little zebra convention here.
I would say my guess is she doesn't have possession because she can't have possession while you're standing out of bounds. So if she caught that ball out of bounds, you can't have it. They're going to call it. She was in bounds. Yep, that's exactly what the referee said. She caught the ball and then stepped out of bounds.
There's been a couple calls this second half that have I actually think, based on our Ryan Family Dealership replay there, that's actually a good call.
Yeah, that one was good. I mean, I love when the refs talk about it and they have an explanation of why it worked, why it is what it is, and it's the right call for sure. If she had possession before she was out of bounds, then she steps out of bounds, that's possession. If she catches the ball standing out of bounds, that's no possession. So really good job of deciphering what happened there.
Newmiller couldn't hit a 3, but there was Taylor Mayer on the glass.
She's only got 2 points, but she's been super active, keeping basketball alive and tipping things and chasing offensive rebounds down, moving the ball. Been a big factor of this with all the foul trouble. Bismarck High had this in the second half.
Second one for Mayer, no good. Empty trip.
Yeah, not able to knock down the free throws, though.
Bismarck High's lead stays at 12 with 5 and change to play. St. Mary's, against this man-to-man defense, gets it to Messer.
Love her in the middle of the floor. That's where she lives, and that's where she makes plays.
Oh, and she went and got a rebound and scored it.
Only her second bucket of the second half. She's got 18 for the game. She's just pretty much unstoppable in that middle third of the basketball floor where it's hard to trap her and hard to double team her.
Jordan Rude skips it cross court. Fettig with those 4 fouls is back in. Her pull-up is short. Now she's pinned down in the block. Quick extra passes. Newmiller steps in. Oh, and she got drilled.
She got smoked on that thing. Messer's trying to get her 17th block of the game, it felt like there. She's had a few of them. She's a little too aggressive on that one and is going to send Newmiller to the free throw line.
Yeah, you saw that on the Ryan Family Dealership replay. 1st and 10, Bismarck High.
She's been everywhere blocking shots. That one just a little too aggressive.
Well, now all of a sudden Bismarck High can't make a free throw.
No, they made all those in a row. I think it was 10 in a row, and now haven't been able to settle down and knock one down to stretch this lead back to 13.
They've missed 3 straight. Newmiller, a 64% free throw shooter. They've missed 4 straight. empty trips for Bismarck High. It's down to a 10-point lead. St. Mary's down by those 10, and now Benning to the rack attack.
Yeah, good for her getting back in the scoring column. That's 14 points for 8 in the second half. Not settling for the 3, getting herself downhill and getting the bucket.
Oh, there's another cut. Luther had it swatted out of bounds. Bismarck High has taken advantage of the aggressive St. Mary's man-to-man defense, and as you said, they've ran that back cut a few times tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, they've skipped the ball really well, and they've hit the back cut really well. Those are two passes that it's a skill to be able to make those passes, and especially how St. Mary's is guarding. They're pressuring, they're in your face a little bit, and still to be able to see your teammate cutting and open on the opposite side is big time.
Newmiller step in, 17-footer to beat the shot clock, no good. Selensky tracks down a rebound. Saints down by 8. Selensky to the Euro, blocked away. Benning sets the puppies. No.
That would have been a big one there to cut this thing to 9, give them a chance.
Rebound by Fedig. Up to Newman. I like how Grace Newman's always under control.
Yeah. Cool and calm like her mom.
Jordan Rude to Fedig. Pinballs off of Benning, and it's going to be a foul.
Good call there. Just not in position at all to step in and make a play, and bump the Bismarck ball handler off her tilt a little bit.
Benning picks up her second. Newman triggers it in. Dahl loads, too strong on the 3 ball from the left corner. Rebound just barely tipped out of bounds by the fingertips of Jordan Rude.
Yeah, good hustle from Jordan Rude there, but working her butt off on the offensive rebound, just not able to secure it.
Bismarck High goes back to the full court press. St. Mary's breaks it. They get a jumper from the baseline for Journey Okrup from 12. And one and done for the Saints.
Yeah, Journey just not able to cash in there. Nice job from Messer breaking the press, middle of the floor again. Weaving in there and finding an open Okrup, just not able to finish.
Demons by 8. Luther thought about it. Shovels it to Newman. Newmiller. Couple bounces to her left. Looks backdoor to Newman. Tipped away by Journey Okrup. Here comes Messer again. Fires it up ahead to Selensky. Straight away Jones.
They got Benning open if they find her.
Benning from deep. No, missed everything. And Dahl tracks down a flat-footed rebound.
An 8-point game here. See if they can't make a play.
2.5 to play in the contest, and you get a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Demons lead by 8 with 2:33 to play in the contest. We're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Had to duck out of that PSP Plus ad just a second early there. That's a promo ad, so that's allowed.
Back to zone for St. Mary's here, seeing if they can't cause a turnover, which they do.
Messer got the tip. Jones wants to go 1-on-3. Benning trailing the play. Steps to the elbow on the weave. Handed out to Selensky. Maya Jones scores.
Yeah, we got a 6-point ball game here with 2 to go. Good job of just being unselfish there for St. Mary's. No one forced a shot. Amaya was able to find a gap.
St. Mary's was down by a dozen a moment ago, and now you get Mayer. Offensive foul. Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that one.
Offensive foul at number 32.
Oh, I love the call.
I think it's more of a player control than anything, too. I head down, I don't think Messer was – she was just there, and I think that's a good call. I think she literally got ran over. I don't think she tried to flop or go down. I think she literally just got ran over.
I don't know if I'm a Bismarck fan, if I'm going to watch that replay and say we got schwanced on that one. I don't think so.
Uh-oh, big one here.
Set play for Benning. Oh, she couldn't hit it. She has come up empty here in the in the second half.
She's had some looks, too. Just come up just short, just long, and she's right on money on them.
90 seconds to play. St. Mary's has cranked up the defense. They've gotten stops. Bismarck High gets it in deep to Dahl, missed it. Benning rebounds. She fires it up ahead to Messer. Messer will stop and pop and hit.
4-point ball game, 20 points for Messer.
Messer will stop and pop and hit. And we got a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Bismarck High has come up dry here on a couple trips. St. Mary's gets a stop and pop there from Matea Messer. And we'll just keep this right here. A short timeout. We can remind you after the game we'll have our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Bismarck by 4. St. Mary's was down by a dozen not that long ago, and so now with a 30-second shot clock, you're not in a situation where you have to foul quite yet.
Yeah, you're really not. Just that zone's worked a couple times now, getting a couple turnovers. Maybe you sit in that and see if you can get a turnover, but most important thing here is a stop. Even if it takes 30 seconds, the stop is the key. Get it back down field, or down the court, see if you can't get Messer in the middle of the floor. She's been pretty much unstoppable when she's inside that middle third, and she's been able to go to either hand and do her spin moves and nothing else, even get an offensive rebound.
Now buckle up, it's in the pressure cooker, 4-point game, 1 minute to play.
No need to foul here for the Saints, just play good defense. Yeah.
Messer reaches in with 15 on the clock.
Thought Messer was just a little too aggressive there, coming to a closeout, almost 25 feet away from the hoop. A little unnecessary, but they are in the bonus, so you never know.
Jordan Rood will step to the Serve Pro charity stripe, and she's a 70% free throw shooter on the season.
2 for 2 on the game, made her first 2 in the first half.
Pressure free throws here for the senior. Yes. Check that, the junior, Jordan Rood.
Big bucket there, kind of stretches it, gives them a little bit of breathing room.
Had to make one to get one. Jordan Rood did exactly that. Second one spins out.
Got a set play here that Coach Terry called in the last timeout. See what they do. Little post-up action from Messer, high-low. Can't get her the ball.
Demons by 5. Messer now steps out from downtown. No. Weak side of rebound. Newmiller is fouled by Selensky.
And now you got a foul. Cambry missed her last 2 free throws. See if she can come through here on these ones.
St. Mary's was trying really hard to get that basketball down low to Messer. They just couldn't get it in there. Too much traffic, not good spacing on the offensive set, and Eva Selensky just fouled out of the contest.
Yeah, the key to that defense there was just the pressure on the high post, not allowing her to see the high-low action, but they're going to get another chance.
Newmiller misses.
Gotta go.
Misses the front end of the bonus. Half a minute to play. St. Mary's down by 5. Gets a screen and roll on the wing. Benning puts it on the deck, tries a muscling baseline drive, and she scored it.
Yeah, good take there. Not settling for the 3. Only down 3 points. Going to have to foul here. Got to foul.
16 seconds. And Journey Okrup just dislodged Taylor Mayer.
I think they got the right fouler there. Taylor's made a shot 2 today, missed them both. So see if the last single bonus here, she can knock them one down to make this a 2-possession game.
Mayer, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. The junior is 0 for 2 from the line tonight. A 1-possession game. Demons lead 55-52. Pressure free throw. Yes!
Great shot from Taylor Mayer there. She's had a nice second half. Only got 3 points, but she's been involved in a lot of plays.
St. Mary's with 1 timeout remaining. Demons with 2 timeouts remaining as Mayer gets them both.
Gonna have to score here. Get it across. Gotta go, Mayer. Gotta go.
Crunch time delivery there for Mayer. And over the timeline, Coach Terry asks for and receives a First International Bank and Trust timeout. We'll break. BNC Bank scoreboard, it's a slugfest. Bismarck High leading 57-52 with 9 seconds to play in the contest.
Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Todd Darmer's Joe Cattell, 8.9 seconds to play. Bismarck High leads by 5. There you see Coach Shetler in the Demon Huddle. That's interesting use of the final timeout there for St. Mary's, Coach, as with just 8.9 seconds left. If St. Mary's scores here, Bismarck High, they don't even have to inbound it.
Yeah, if it's over 5 seconds at all, and they can let it bounce once or twice as it goes through the net, too. So it's kind of a tough situation here with no timeouts. You have to shoot this thing right away, or else Bismarck High doesn't even have to enter the ball. You got to put this thing up.
St. Mary's looking for Benning. Jones, precious seconds, dripping away is Messer. Couldn't hit it. The horn will sound, and this one has gone final from Tony Wald Court tonight. Bismarck High with a hard-earned 57-52 victory over the St. Mary's Saints. Bismarck High led 35-30 at halftime, and the game ends with the Demons still with that 5-point advantage. It was a good one. We thought it would be. Bismarck High with an important victory in the WDA standings. We'll get to that in just a second. Bismarck High's record now is 10-7. They are 8-6 in conference play. Guess what? St. Mary's is now 10-7 and 8-6. So both teams now with identical 10-7 records, and both teams with identical 8-6 records in conference play. Coach Cattell has made his way down the sidelines, and we'll send it down. Take it away, Joe.
Well, Coach, second time around, you guys able to figure out how to beat St. Mary's. What did it take for your girls to get this one done?
You know, it was ugly. First time we played them was pretty ugly as well. This time we made a few more shots. I wasn't really happy with their offensive execution. We were sped up. Maybe that little, jug or 3-2, whatever the heck they're running, maybe that got us a little out of our element. But bottom line is we made enough plays, left shots down the stretch to secure this one. So it was a big win for us.
Like you said, 12-13 at halftime last time. Tonight, it felt like a lot of threes were going down for you. It feels like you're starting to shoot a little better. Just talk about your guys' balance. We're sitting up there trying to figure out who the MVP is. Feels like everybody had a big part in what you do, and whether it was scoring or rebounding or whatever the case might be. Just talk a little bit about your team and how anybody can step up at any given moment.
Yeah, and it's a luxury. I'd like to have somebody who can go out and get 20 for us every night, but we do have girls that are finding their role and they're finding their ways to contribute every single night. And Reg stepped up and made a bunch of shots in the first half, got us feeling good. Morgan Delzer came off the bench, scored a little bit. Izzy Dahl's playing really well. It's just one of those things where we don't know who it is on a given night. It's our job to find that girl and kind of feed her. But it's fun having 9, 10, 11 girls that I really trust that can go in and contribute. And we just got to make sure those 5 are on the floor at the right time. And tonight, luckily enough, we were made a few of them and pushed that lead to 5. I think that gives us a tiebreaker over them as well. So it was a big shot that didn't go in at the end.
I know, obviously, you just mentioned it. You know the standings. It's hard not to look at them. Get you back into a tie with 4th, going into the final stretch here. How big is that for your girls, not have to play from behind going down the stretch here against your final opponent?
Yeah, big time. We've been playing actually pretty darn well. We played well against Mandan, well against Minot, well against Williston. Tonight was maybe a little step backwards, but we should be feeling pretty good because our trajectory is going in the right direction right now, and we just got to keep that thing going, keep getting better every day in practice, and our girls have bought in, and we just got to keep going.
Awesome. Congrats, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Reagan, obviously a big win. You guys fell to him last time. Get yourself back into a tie for 4th. Just talk about the mindset coming in tonight.
We knew we had to work hard, and we knew that this was a big game for us, especially in our standings. So we all just put it in our mind. We worked super hard at practice, and then we just locked in.
Yeah. Big night tonight for you and your sister from behind the arc. Let's talk a little bit. You guys made some plays to each other there in the stretch to get that lead. Let's talk about what it was like to make some shots tonight and to play with your sister out there.
Well, me and Camry have played together for a very long time, so it's kind of just chemistry at this point. And we're always looking for each other, and we just know where each other are at. It's kind of just, we just know we're there, and we can count on each other to make the shots.
Coach Shetler said he thinks you guys are playing the best basketball right now at the right time of year. What more do you guys have to do to get yourself ready for the WDA tournament?
I mean, there's always room for improvement. We got a long way to go, but I think we're starting on the halfway point. We're definitely making progress for sure.
Awesome. Congrats on the big win tonight. Back to you, TD.
Yeah, well done down there, Coach Cattell. You heard from Bill Shetler. His team fell to St. Mary's the last time these teams played, and Coach Shetler's team, the Demons, go on the road and they get the victory tonight. You also heard there from Reagan Newmiller. Man, she had her fingerprints on this one in double figures for Bismarck High. Gal that only averages 5.2 a night, and she doubled that and then some as Bismarck High wins 57-52. And our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame rolls on after this timeout. A final score from St. Mary's, Bismarck by 5.
Nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany? Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here. Hit all, 7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot! Right there, huh? Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Oh, the band is cranking. We're getting set for our boys contest, but first we welcome you back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, full-service financial planner, whether you're planning for farm or business succession, they're here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, get filled up in their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. I was getting the highlight package ready, and I'm like, I looked at the last 4 minutes of the game. I'm like, how the heck did Bismarck High win this game?
Yeah, well, they're down about 13 points, and they come all the way back to lose by 5. So definitely they made all the plays down the stretch there.
All right, Joe, Bismarck High wins this one 57-52, a hard-earned victory for the Demons. And let's run through those final game numbers brought to you by Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors.
Yeah, St. Mary's Spain scored 52 points. They lost the game by 5. They trailed also at halftime by 5. They had 18-plus turnovers in this basketball game. They were led in scoring by Matea Messers, 20 points. 15 from Natalie Benning, 3 3-pointers on the ball game. They got 7 points from Amaya Jones, 6 points from Journey Okrup, 2 apiece for both Rachel Schumacher and Eva Selensky for a total of 52 points. For the Bismarck Demons, they get out alive from the St. Mary's Gymnasium, scoring 57 points. They also had 20-plus turnovers in this ball game, but had 9 players help in the score column. They were led by Reagan Newmiller's 11. She knocked down 3 3-pointers in the game. They got 9 points from Izzy Dahl, 8 points from Morgan Delzer, 6 apiece for Camry Newmiller and Caitlin Luther, 7 for Jordan Rude, 4 for both Taya Fedig and Taylor Mayer, and 2 points tonight from Grace Newman for a total of 57 points to beat the St. Mary Saints and revenge the earlier loss by 5. And who says that coaches don't look at the standings? Because he knew that he won by 5 and they lost by 4, and that means I got a 1-point advantage in the tiebreaker column. Nick asks me all the time, do coaches even look at that stuff? And I'm like, no, they don't even care. Coach Shetler knew exactly what he had to get done tonight in order to not only win the game, but to get the tiebreaker.
St. Mary's wins 48-44. Bismarck High wins 57-52. They split the season series, but the point differential is
+1.
Bismarck High +1.
Both of those Taylor free throws were pretty important there at the end.
Yeah, and the missed 3 at the end there by Messer looms large in the grand scheme of things. So Bismarck High gets an important victory. And it's time now for our move of the game, brought to you by Spas, etc. Hey, they've been doing it for 22 years in the capital city. Top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed sales, and installation services, throw-in billiard tables and gazebos. Spas, etc. brings you our move of the game. And this was crunch time, and the Newmiller Law Firm got it done.
Yeah, for sure. And she said she always knows where her sister's at. They play together their whole lives, and obviously 5-point game here, and she was able to find her and knock it down, and then she hit one herself a play later. So great action there, and like you said, Newmiller to Newmiller for 3, stretched that thing to 8 points, and they didn't look back there for a while.
Yeah, now how about that pass? I mean, look, it looks like Reagan is stuck here.
Yeah, the only person that knew that she was open was Reagan, because she was staring at it on the other side of the floor, and Cambry was able to knock it down from the top of the key.
Who says those sisters don't have eyes in the back of their head?
Yeah, I wonder if they get along like that at home as much as they do on the basketball floor.
There's your Spas, etc. move of the game tonight. Spas, etc. Gazebos, billiard tables, top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed sales, and installation service. Been doing it since 2001 in the capital city. There's your move of the game. PSP schedule the rest of the week. You got a quadruple header of basketball tonight. District 6 girls basketball tournament from Minot Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Boys basketball, Division B, Central McLean Garrison on Thursday. Good one in the Capital City Century and Legacy on Friday night. And Minot High, Minot North as the crosstown rivalries end the week here on the PSP Network. All right, Joe, last thing for us, it's our MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And young Reagan Newmiller did it tonight, doubled her scoring average for the season.
Yeah, 3 big three-pointers, the big one in the second half there. Obviously some nice passes and some nice defense as well. Was really active on the offensive glass, helped force, like I said, 18 turnovers for St. Mary's. She was a big factor in a lot of that stuff. So very nice job from Reagan today. But, I mean, it could have been numerous people like we talked about with Coach Shetler. And just a good game from Reagan and a nice win for the Bismarck High Demons.
Yeah, she knocked that one down from deep. Look how far this thing's back. That's almost by the volleyball line.
Yeah, and that was like one of the first possessions against that zone, and that was kind of the only space she was going to get in that zone, and she's able to knock it down from deep.
Set the tone for the Demons all night long. Reagan Newmiller in double figures leads the Demons to an important road victory tonight. She's your Sport Clips MVP of the contest. All right, that puts a wrap on Game 1. We'll take an in-between game break, and we'll come back and set the stage for the Demons and the Saints boys. A final score in the girls' contest, Bismarck High 57, St. Mary's 52.
Had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
I love it when a good band is cranking as we welcome you back to Tony Wald Court at St. Mary's. Todd Dahmer's, Joe Cattell, and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show as we get set for the Bismarck Demons in the top 5 bowl in the AA ranks in the state of North Dakota with a nice 12-4 overall record. And the St. Mary's Saints, the home team tonight, 3-13 on the campaign for St. Mary's. And Joe, let's jump right into the AA standings for boys here. Not the AA standings, just the East and West standings, as the Century Patriots got a 2-game lead now on Minot High. Bismarck, Legacy, Mandan, and Dickinson, as that top 6 now is kind of separated from the bottom half in the WDA.
Yeah, for sure. And you see right there, Century's playing really well. Minot with the weird loss again, back-to-back, Dickinson getting the season sweep on them, kind of gave Century that nice cushion to walk in with the first place. Jamestown, Minot right now, Minot North, St. Mary's all trying to figure out who's going to host that home play-in game to the tournament. And should be a wild ending to this season for the top and the bottom.
Now there's your standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto, the AA poll. As you got Century, Minot, Davies, Bismarck High, the top 4. Legacy also in that poll. We got a West flavor. Horace, Mandan, Red River receiving votes. There's your top 5 poll in AA boys basketball, brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center. All right, fans, it's time now for our player profiles. First up for the Bismarck Demons, and they're brought to you tonight by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. For all your furnace and AC needs, call Dylan today, 222-2155. Well, we're going to talk about Austin, but not Andre Austin tonight. How about the young season and this 9th grader, Kalik Austin, the season this young guy's putting together?
Yeah, Kalik's got that great frame. Kind of looks like Andre out there just as far as the frame goes. Long arms, talented athlete, but he's got a burner. He absolutely strokes the ball from behind the 3, shooting 40% from the 3-point line this year, knocking down quite a few of them. And he's the next star of this Bismarck High team when this year after Andre goes off to play at Mary. We're going to hear a lot about Kalik Austin here coming down the Scrails. If you don't know his name now, learn it, because he's got a lot of weapons in his tool belt.
Yeah, he's only a year removed from winning 8th grade championships in junior high at Horizon, and now he's a bucket getter according to Coach Wilhelm, as number 4 in the WDA with 3-point percentage at over 40%, as you said, leads the team in threes with 47, and he is getting more and more and more playing time as the season goes on. And Bismarck High lucky to have that 9th grader Kalik Austin contributing mightily for the Bismarck Demons.
Yeah, when you get that skill set to be able to shoot it like that, then you got to get him on the floor.
All right, let's switch the slate over to our player profile for the St. Mary's Saints tonight. None other than the senior Connor Schatz, shooting 50% from the field, 3 rebounds a night for the all-WDA baseball player. And hey, St. Mary's with Christian Benning out of the lineup now, they got to get production from someplace.
Yeah, they got to. I mean, this was kind of a runaway for Bismarck High the first time with Chris Benning on the floor. And now this time they're going to have to do it without their leading scorer, their go-to guy, their leading ball handler. So you got to find other guys, and hopefully Schatz can find a way to use his physicality and find a way around the rim, rebounding, whatever it'll take. But he's got to be physical out there. He's got to help break the press, and someone's going to have to step up, and you got to have your seniors. You got to have your seniors to lead on.
Yeah, Connor Schatz, the all-WDA baseball player, team MVP in baseball, led the team in hits, average, on the mound, did it all for them, a football player as well. And, oh, by the way, look at that little graphic. We've never done that before on the PSP network. He's number 1 at St. Mary's with a 4.076 GPA. So the first question is how do you get more than a 4.0?
That must be nice at St. Mary's. They give you bonus points or something.
That's not right.
Oh, that's not what it is?
He's taking AP classes.
Oh, okay.
Advanced placement classes get you more on that grade point scale. So, yeah, congratulations, Connor Schatz.
You get more than 100%. That's cool.
The smarts. And
obviously, I never knew that either. I don't know what track and cross country is, and I didn't know there was something above 4.0 to reach for.
Oh, man. See, this is an educational broadcast, not just for our listeners.
Man, if I would have just known that, I would have tried a little harder back at Garrison.
All right, fans, thanks again to Valvoline and Snow Change for bringing you our pregame show tonight. Bismarck High, 12-4, St. Mary's 3-13. Valvoline and Snow Change technicians can perform a full-service oil change in about 15 minutes. Find them online at VIOC.com. All right, fans, we're going to keep it right here for the playing of our national anthem tonight by the St. Mary's Band. I'd like to honor America, honor our great flag, honor our great country here on the PSP Network. That's awesome when you get the band in the house cranking out our national anthem tonight here at St. Mary's Central High School. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services don't slow you down. Find them online at VIOC.com. All right, let's get to some of the particulars here. As these two teams played back on January 7th, and it was a BHS demolition. 103-54 was the final score there. So I guess first things first, Coach, if you get beat by 50, now the team comes into your home court, hey, you really got nothing to lose.
Yeah, it's a lot of pride, right? It's some adjustments, handling the pressure of BHS. That's kind of the first thing you start with. But it comes down to your guys playing with pride. It comes down to your guys kind of sticking their heels in a little bit and saying we're not going to let that happen again. And hopefully they can respond to that first loss. And again, they got a challenge without Christian tonight.
Head coach Jordan Willem in his 10th season will run out this lineup. Grady Swanson, Ross Fisher, Artie Carlo. Andre Austin was a bit of a question mark tonight if he was going to make a start or an appearance, but he's out there along with Jager Meshke. There's your starting five for the Bismarck Demons. For St. Mary's, Aiden Price will get the start tonight, along with Ryder Benning. Both those seniors are in the backcourts. And they'll be joined tonight by Brady Ruggles, the 6'2 junior. And then there's Connor Schatz, the 6'3 senior. And in the middle, the guy they're going to lean on a lot, Jackson Barth, the 6'5 junior. Without Christian Benning in the lineup, Barth is the most productive player that the white-shirted St. Mary's Saints will have tonight. And he didn't get many touches the last time these two teams played.
No, got to play the half court. St. Mary's has got to break the press and then slow it down and play in the half court a little bit and leading through, going through Jackson Barth as much as possible. One other note, it looks like tonight will be the debut of Weston Scott, who sat out this whole season so far with a foot injury stemming from the end of the football season. So Weston Scott makes his return to the BHS team tonight, the 6'1", sophomore that was one of those fab freshmen in the WDA last year.
Bismarck High's 12-4, and they haven't had Weston Scott the entire season. Jager Meshke, open corner three ball to get things started, no good. Rebound tip, Meshke gets it back and feathers a pass up top to Carlo. Second chance for the Demons. Artie will launch, too strong. Long rebound, and a third chance now. There goes Austin with the rack attack.
Yeah, Andre looked good on that one. I'm not sure what the injury was, but it definitely isn't his first step because he was able to get to the rim pretty easily there on the second offensive rebound of the possession.
And now a takeaway by Ross Fisher, almost taken back, and it is by Ryder Benning. 2-0 Bismarck High. St. Mary's into the front court for the first time, and Brady Ruggles knocking it down.
Yeah, I'd love to see him knock down his first one, but I'm sure coach is going to say, hey, we don't need to play at their speed. Be able to calm down once you break the press.
Andre Austin airballed it, but it goes right to Ross Fisher, who misfired, and the Demons got 4 offensive rebounds already, but they've only scored on one of them as Benning got twisted up the timeline, gets into the shots. And now the Saints set the offense. Benning tries a baseline dribble drive, almost had his pocket picked, and he did. Meshke's pass is tipped. Oh, good over-the-head catch there by Barth, but he turned it back over. It's a turnover fest.
Yeah, got to be able to take care of the ball once you get that turnover, especially against Bismarck High. You're not going to get all that many opportunities.
St. Mary's gets organized on the defensive end. Andre Austin hooks it back, wide open. Meshke sets the feet and drills it from downtown.
Yeah, good early find there from Andre Austin. Scored the first bucket, assisted on the second.
And an early First International Bank and Trust time on the floor. What a little hook pass there by Andre Austin.
Yeah, not obviously knew he had a wide open player on his left side to be able to make that pass, and just a nice recognition of the court and the balance from Andre Austin.
First International Bank and Trust brings you this 30-second timeout. Full-service, family-owned community bank, founded in 1910. Locations across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. St. Mary's got a made 3 from Brady Ruggles. Bismarck High's got a quick 5 up there for Meshke and Austin.
I was talking to my team at St. Mary's right now. I'd be telling break the press, take your time, pull it out. Let's see if we can't score under 15 seconds on the shot clock. But you definitely can't dribble down the sideline because you're going to get trapped every time right there.
Yes. Bismarck High's got new guys out there already. You got Bondley out there. You got Najee Boyd out there.
We used to talk about when we pressed or when we go up with pressing teams is it's a 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th player on there as the sideline and the half-court line, right? You're always, as a defense, trying to use those extra players and force them to those lines.
Andre Austin playing post defense. Forces a miss there for Jackson Barth. Artie Carlo looks over to Kalik Austin. St. Mary's now goes into a little zone defense. Najee Boyd into the contest. And he gives it off to Hayden Bondley. Into the corner, Kalik Austin. Eyebrow fake to the rim. No, rim's off. Rebound put back for Boyd. No good. It hit the 10 twice. And Bismarck High has another offensive rebound, and Boyd tried to save it off of shots. Couldn't do it. St. Mary's going to have to do something better on the glass.
Yeah, right now I got more turnovers and offensive rebounds than points.
Oh, it spun out like a motorcycle in a motor drome for Jackson Barth. Kalik Austin.
Wow.
Yes!
Yeah, you can't give him any room, especially in transition. He beats everybody down the floor, gets his feet set, and easy as that, that's a whap.
48th made 3. There goes Barth. Oh, blocked away by Kalik Austin. Now he's playing defense too. 8-3, Bismarck High leads. Andre Austin gets a little shove there from Connor Schatz. It just seems like Bismarck High is playing chess and St. Mary's is playing checkers tonight.
Yeah, they're just quicker to the ball, whether it's an offensive rebounder or a turnover, getting to their spots on the offensive end. Weston Scott, not Weston Dressler. Weston Scott checks into the first time here in the sub pattern, so good to see him out on the floor.
Speaking of Weston Dressler, the last time the St. Mary's Saints won a state championship back in 2004, guess who played the championship game for the Bismarck Demons?
Weston Dressler?
Weston Dressler. Good segue there, partner.
You gave me a really good hint on that one. But I will think you're wrong. I think St. Mary's lost to Davies when they had Weisbeck and Darius Sparks. I think they lost in Minot in the championship game.
No, I'm saying the last time St. Mary's won.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought you said the last time they played. My fault.
2004.
Because they did lose that year with Darius Sparks and Ben Weisbeck and the boys.
There goes Ross Fisher from deep. Yeah, 2004, St. Mary's won their last state championship. They got there in 2014 as there's a turnover that turns into a Kalik Austin basket.
Yeah, that was a special team that they had that year at St. Mary's in 14, but the Davies team was just a little more special with Kretschmann and Andrew Kozlowski.
Connor shots to the rim, and he gets denied by Kalik Austin. Another block for him on the defensive end. We'll get your Ryan Family Dealership replay.
That was my first year back in North Dakota coaching at Lake Region, so I remember that game pretty vividly. I was able to attend that as the new Lake Region basketball head coach.
And the 2004 game was 50-46. St. Mary's with Big Tommy Verdell won that state title over the Demons.
Our friend Zach Dosh, I think, was on that roster too, wasn't he?
He was a senior. Scored 3 points in the state tournament, did Zach Dosh.
He's going to bring that up the next time you golf with him. You know that, right? You had to mention I only scored 3 points.
Dupong, the microwave, misses it as he comes into the game and fires one up. Shot put up for Bismarck High in transition. Weston Scotts couldn't hit it. And back comes the Saints.
I like that. Terry pulling it out there, getting his team set up, not forcing anything.
I beg your pardon. It was not Dupong. It was Cortland Aberly. As St. Mary's going to ask for and receive a First International Bank and Trust timeout. Bismarck High out strong, 13-3 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard with 13:20 to play in our first half.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
BJ Etzold wanted the timeout. Bismarck High leads by 10. Scott to Grady Swanson airbanked it from downtown. Trayson Terry had a hand on a defensive rebound. Instead, it goes to Scott. Swanson wants it again, short. And Connor Schatz cleans up the defensive glass, but throws it right to Grady Swanson. Skips into the lane. Weston Scott up top. Good man. Good to see him back in the lineup.
Yeah, for sure. He's one of those special players in the state last year as a freshman, and unfortunately we haven't had a chance to see him, but get a couple games under his belt before the WDA and hopefully state tournament.
Scott twisting his way into the lane. Oh, tipped it up and in on the miss.
Good to see him get his first bucket after his second attempt.
Weston Scott got his first two. And you get a kick basketball. Of course, that St. Mary's team back in 2004 that won that state title, Gerald Vetter, the head coach of that team. And guess who was the starting guard on the opposition that night for the Bismarck Demons?
Well, you already told me, so I'm going to say B.J. Etzel.
B.J. Etzel, ding, 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 ding. Correct.
You can't give me these hints. I would fail miserably if you wouldn't have given me that hint. I would have said Weston Dressler.
That St. Mary's team was just inducted into the Saints Hall of Fame earlier this fall, along with Monsignor James Shea.
My old boss.
There you go.
Very good boss. One of the best.
As Jackson Barth got tied up. Yeah, that starting five for St. Mary's. Jeff Fix, Tommy Verdau, Brian Holzer, Jeff Tesher, and Wade Mormon.
Coached by Gerald Vetter, standing right there on the sideline.
Gerald Vetter now
the boss.
The president. Yep,
yeah, the boss man right there.
St. Mary's.
I used to enjoy our chats. I used to when I worked at Mary, and he had work out there or something, he would stop by my office and want to talk shop a little bit, talk with a basketball coach, and always fun to catch up with him.
Deep three from the right wing for Ryder Benning, no good. Bismarck High leads 15-3 under BNC Bank scoreboard. Najee Boyd sets him down, launches it from three, missed it. Ryder Benning, oh, what a steal there by Artie Carlo. Bismarck High pressing the issue, Boyd in traffic, shovels it out to Kalik Austin. Out to his brother Andre. Andre can get downhill in a hurry.
He sure can. Good take there from Andre. A little jab to the left, back to his right, and able to scoop it all the way to the hoop.
And now you get a shove off and an offensive foul here for St. Mary's. Just a second ago, folks, St. Mary's led 3-2.
Yeah.
A 15-0 run for the Demons.
That's 8 turnovers right now by St. Mary's, and that's kind of the Achilles heel of anybody playing Bismarck High. If you turn it over, they're going to take advantage.
Bismarck High speeds you up and makes you play a style that you don't necessarily want to play, as Kalik Austin launches from the deep right wing. Rebound to Ruggles, taken away by Kalik Austin. Austin leaves it for Fisher, extra pass, Meske. No, wide right. Austin rebounding and cleared by Fisher. Second chance for Bismarck. Artie Carlo. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you give them enough chances, they're going to make it hurt. Right now they have 8 offensive rebounds and forced 9 turnovers. That in 17 more possessions that they've had than St. Mary's Saints.
St. Mary's gets into the front court, inside out from Jackson Barth. Gets it out to Aiden Price, couldn't hit it from deep. Saints misfire, one and done. And here comes Bismarck leading 20-3. Artie Carlo shot faking on the block. Back outside Meske. No, too strong. Bismarck High, folks, shoots the most threes in the league, and it is not even close.
And they're going to double that tonight.
They are going to double that tonight. They've shot 559 coming in. The closest team had 450, so they've shot 100 more. And there's a three. Ring it up for Brady Ruggles.
Yeah, nice to see Brady get off to a hot start here, keep his team within an area.
Another three for the Demons. It looks like a City League game out here right now. Just dribble it up and shoot a three.
10th offensive rebound for Bismarck High on that board right there. 10 offensive rebounds, forced 9 turnovers. pretty good first 8 minutes, I would say, for Bismarck High.
A foul whistled on St. Mary's will send Jager Meshke to the Serve Pro charity stripe with his team up 20-6. Demons by a couple touchdowns. I can't believe we're already into the second game. We were talking about touchdowns and football. And
oh, here it comes.
I didn't say a word.
Here it comes. I've been hearing it for 3 days.
I didn't say a word.
My Chiefs didn't show up. I know.
I was rooting for the Chiefs. I don't like that Sirianni guy for the Eagles for whatever reason.
3P would have been cool. Guess we'll just have to do it the next 3 years.
Bismarck High trapping. St. Mary's gets it into the front court to Connor Schatz. Trayson Terry from way downtown.
Trayson Terry showing off his dad's range there a little bit from the NBA line, knocking down the three. Former Mr. Basketball Ty Terry, the women's and girls basketball coach.
Grant Bieber got it deep. Good contest there by the Saints. Ruggles to Schatz, double team, and he shuttles it off of a leg.
Yeah, that position, that's about all you can do if you're Schatz. Good job of just keeping the possession.
Well, that's what you have when you got a 4.076 grade point average.
You know what you're doing, and you got an arm for baseball. Just chuck it off their arm.
Cortland Aberly got dislodged there by Grady Swanson.
Yeah, good call there. Just displacement in the post. Good call there from the referee.
Bismarck High 12-4 in the season. St. Mary's 3-13. And the Demons have doubled up the Saints +1. St. Mary's against this man-to-man defensive set. Reversal for the Saints. Ryder Benning. Oh, nice pass. Aberly shot fake. Oh, he couldn't finish it, but he got hit.
Good hesitation pass there from Ryder Benning. He got to the baseline, got double teamed, found a nice eye cut there from Schatz, Eberly, and was able to find him on a little hesitation, and Eberly will go to the line for two.
Cortland Aberly, the starting outside linebacker for the St. Mary's football team, averaging about 5 points a game on the season. And he misfires on the first one from the Serve Pro stripe. Serve Pro's got trained technicians, advanced technology. Aberly 0 for 2. Weston Scott right back in, has the rebound. Off to Bieber. Gets in deep, kick out Swanson. No. Najee Board with another rebound. Well, these long rebounds off of missed threes are going to the Demons right now. Ross Fisher, inside out. Boyd from downtown is short. Nope. Rebound to Brady Ruggles.
Yeah, one thing when you shoot that many threes, your guards have to be great rebounders. You see that a lot more in the NBA now. Triple doubles coming from point guards and off guards is because of so many threes are taken. Guards are having way more opportunities to get those rebounds, and so credit to the Bismarck High guards for participating in defense or participating in the rebounding.
If this goes in,
I have no idea what just happened over there.
This would be called circus ball right now. I don't know what's just going on, but I can't describe it. But now I can. As Grady Swanson gets the double pump.
Yeah, good thing we're on YouTube because you're able to watch it for yourself, because that would have been a very difficult radio call.
If that went in right there, that would have been the most unbelievable play of the season. It would have been the move of the game for sure.
Yeah, the Ryder Benning steal, turnover, recovery, three.
Yeah, he was out of bounds, and then he comes back in, and oh yeah, it was outstanding stuff. Bismarck High gets the hoop from Grady Swanson. They lead at 22-9. On your BNC Bank scoreboard with 8 to play in the first half. Fans, today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. There's a steal for Artie Carlo. Couldn't finish it in transition. Saints got numbers, but there's Weston Scott taking it away. Carlo from deep. Yes! From downtown, Artie Carlo.
Yeah, Carlo taking advantage of the 11th turnover of the game for the Saints, and he hits his second three-pointer of the game.
These guys that are dribbling the basketball up better realize that they take about one dribble, maybe two, and they better pick that baby up.
Yeah, because there's guys coming, especially if you're on the sideline.
Jager Meshke in traffic. They almost let you get around them.
Yeah, they know where. My brother calls it like zone defense. Like the other three guys just read and react so well It's almost like a zone defense in football where the safety's just always kind of roaming and just reads where players are at.
Kenyatta White is on for Bismarck High. Artie Carlo fakes off to White. White in attack mode. Handoff Weston Scott. Carlo, can he hit another one? He can.
Artie Carlo with his third 3 of the game. Bismarck High just doing a good job of playing outside, inside out, getting the ball into the lane, kicking it out to shooters.
Price to shots to Ruggles. Oh, off the 10. Kalik Austin with the rebound. Now he comes in transition, and we're going the other way.
Yeah, good job, good take there. Price, I think. Yeah, Price takes the charge and able to force the 4th turnover for Bismarck High out of Andre Austin running down the court there. Oh, I'm sorry, Kalik Austin.
Yeah, Kalik got into the defense of the Saints. There's a Ryan Family Dealership replay, and you also get a timeout on the floor. We break. Bismarck High cruising here in the first half. 6:40 to play in it, and the Demons on top, 30-9.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Now back in action, Bismarck High by 3 touchdowns. They lead 30-9 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 6.5 to play in the first half. Trayson Terry, step back heater.
Trayson Terry trying to get to a hot start, earn a few of those Christian Benning minutes tonight. Knocking down 2 big 3-pointers to keep this thing respectable right now.
30-12. Bismarck High up by 18 as they get Andre Austin in deep, and he slips in 2.
Yeah, I mean, even though they do shoot a lot of threes, they do a good job of constantly getting paint touches, whether it's a drive or they're a post touch for Andre Austin. Just do a really good job of playing inside out, getting the ball into the lane.
Demons by 20. Jackson Barth wants one. Oh, it settled out.
Had all but the bottom.
Austin to Carlo. Floater, no, spins out. Ross Fisher, check that, that's Hayden Bondley battling in there.
Bondley all over the glass that time, coming out from the right wing to get an offensive rebound and trying to keep his team with the possession. Jump ball arrows to St. Mary's, though.
All right, so on that Demon staff, I see look at the abacus there that Jordan Pintar has as he's trying to figure out who's substituting in next.
I say this every year, but I'm going to borrow one, and we're going to take a picture of it before the game so we can talk about the substitution and the initials and the times and all the different things he has there. It's look at that, and look at that flow he's got going on these days.
I know one thing. He's not working very hard at Space Aliens, so he's drafting that thing like all afternoon today.
Is he just bragging to his dad that he can grow his hair out still? Is that what he's doing right there? I mean, his dad's 2 down. The whole staff is bald but him. And he's got the long locks going this year.
See, it's the oxymoron. The jumbo shrimp. Jackson Barth working hard inside. Yeah, I said earlier it was the Nicolas Cage look.
Yeah, there you go.
From Con Air. Hey, if you got it, grow it, baby.
Hey, man.
Bismarck High leading by 20, and Jackson Barth for St. Mary's, the big 6'5" burly left-hander with a couple of free tosses. Can't hit the first one.
Missed 3 free throws now here in the first half.
Serve Pro brings you those free throws. Fire and Water Cleanup and Restoration, it's Serve Pro. Jackson Barth averaging about 16 a game. Hadn't scored tonight as he misses them both. Rebound to Grady Swanson, and back come the Demons. Bieber and Boyd play catch on the perimeter. Najee flips it up, going left, spun it up with the right hand, and he got hit.
I really like his speed. Obviously they got Andre Austin, and when they sub Andre out, or even with Andre, they have another person with that quick burst that can get to the rim. Obviously, not the size and stature of Andre, but just that quick burst that can get to the lane. Lot to be liked about Mr. Boyd. He's only a sophomore and has a lot of tools that he's going to be able to work with here in the next 2 years.
Najee got the first and the second from the Serve Pro stripe. Yeah, you put Boyd and Scott and Kalik. They're going to have some tools in the toolbox next year.
For sure. They got a lot of guys. They lose Andre Austin, obviously, but
yeah, he's
Bieber's still there, and I think Swanson's not a senior. Oh, Swanson is a senior this year, so. But yeah, they have a lot of players in that bench. I mean, they're already 11 deep in this game, and coach isn't afraid to throw in young players. He's shown that over the years. So, very talented program Bismarck High has right now.
Almost looked like Jackson Barth had a swat there, but instead it results in a couple free throws for Andre Austin. The first one spins out.
And I haven't actually been to one, so I'm speaking on hearsay here, but I think their JV team might still be undefeated. At least they were a couple weeks ago. So a lot of players still to like in this Bismarck High system.
Andre Austin gets 1 of 2, and the Demons' lead has grown to 23. Trayson Terry's pass tipped. Aiden Price. Jackson Barth gets it out to Ruggles, a repost. Barth, good find. Price, 3 ball. Nope. Long rebound, and Ruggles. Is that going to go on Ross Fisher?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
On Ross must have hooked on the box out instead of just boxing out with his body.
Hey fans, today's game brought to you in part by Minot State. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Today's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. The Marketplace Foods Plaza, they're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Today's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese. 701-852-1700 Planet Pizza. 7 team fouls on Bismarck High, and it sends Brady Ruggles to the free throw line. He couldn't hit it.
0 for 7 is St. Mary's from the free throw line here in the first half.
That won't get it done.
No.
Fisher with a quick reversal. Andre Austin spinning and hitting.
Yeah, Andre with 9 points so far in this first half. Doing a good job of not settling and just keeps getting to the rim over and over again.
And he has a steal. How do you like his game transitioning to the NSIC?
You know, the only thing I worry about with him is he going to be a consistent enough shooter, and he's actually done that this year. He's really grown from his shooting the 3. Last year was a little bit of a struggle, but this year his numbers are a lot better, and he's got that quick first step. You just hate to see guys, play off him a ton and not have to guard him like that, but he's really improved his 3-point shooting, and I think he's going to be a very, definitely a quality player in the NSIC, and UMary is going to be able to use him probably early. I know the Wiley DeLorme kid just tied the freshman record for most points scored in a game this year. Last week, I think, out in Moorhead, and so freshmen from North Dakota are having some success up there and up there on the hill, and I think he's going to be the next one.
Najee Boyd, cash money from the free throw line. He's made 4 straight from the Serve Pro stripe. Yeah, Andre Austin, how about these numbers, Joe? Number 6 in the conference in scoring, number 1 in rebounding, number 2 in steals, and number 3 in assists.
Yeah, and he, like I said, he's got a quick first step. He knows how to guard the ball. He knows how to get down in the stance and play. He's fast. He's got so many things that you can't teach. If he just continues to develop that 3-point jump shot, I think he's going to be more than fine at that level.
Ryder Benning playing a little bully ball there for St. Mary's. Jump hooks one home.
Going for the long line of Bismarck High players from Coach Wilhelm to Connor Hellebust to Gunnar Swanson's out there now to Andre Austin that have been out there in the last decade or two. Been a nice little run Bismarck High had sending players out to the hill.
Bismarck High misfires. St. Mary's got to stop. Into the offensive set they go. Trayson Terry Reverses it to Ryder Benning. He's hounded there by Grant Bieber, and he forces the TO.
Yeah, I got 14 turnovers right now on St. Mary's, and obviously it's a tough task with Bismarck High. They just force so many. It's just a tough task to ask the St. Mary's team to limit those.
Bieber misfires. Now the lane opens, and Air Terry. Oh, he couldn't finish it.
Yeah, got himself a little bit too far under the basketball hoop. Heard some footsteps behind him and wasn't able to finish the nice play.
Grant Bieber too strong on the three, and Bismarck High one and done. St. Mary's down 39-14. There's going to be a reach-in foul there. Whistled on Jager Meshke. 39-14, Bismarck High on top on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota.
Chuck Clairmont, he never stops working for the PSP. He just sent me the standings of the WDA JV. I'm not sure where you found that, but Bismarck is 13-0 on the season on the JV team, and their sophomore team is 10-3. And I will take zero credit for that. I will give all of that to Chuck Clairmont. Chuck, I love you, man. I can't believe you found those things, because that's awesome. But yeah, so that's the Bismarck High team is 23-3 with their sophomores in JV right now, and they got a number 4 varsity team in the state. So pretty salty stuff they got going on at Bismarck High.
Ryder Benning knocks down the first one. It was shooting a bonus. The serve pro free throw line, and the senior gets them both. Makes it 39-16 in favor of Bismarck with 2:40 to play in the first half. Kalik Austin, rattled in and out. Rebound, two Saints collide. Bismarck High comes out of there with it. Ross Fisher to Meshke. To Artie Carlo. What a pass.
Oh, everything but the finish on that one. Good pass, good backup by Fisher. Just not able to finish it. We got 15 turnovers for St. Mary's here in the first half.
And weaving through traffic now is Weston Scott.
So just something I like to keep is an offense rebounding turnovers, because that's how you get more possessions. And 15 turnovers and 11 offensive rebounds, that's 26. And you subtract their 4 turnovers and their only offensive rebound they gave up, that's 21 more possessions that Bismarck High has had in this game. And there's just no wonder that they're up 23 points.
Weston Scott. First game back from the injury. And he's got a good first half going.
Yeah, got 4 points already, easing himself back into the lineup a little bit.
Gets a couple there from the serve pro free throw line. Bismarck High into the pressure defense, and Artie Carlo almost has a tip away. All right, here's one more trivia question.
Okay.
Who threw up the opening tip as a referee, the Zebra, for the 2004 state championship game between the Demons and the Saints?
Can I guess Ray Jones, just because I want to?
It's a PSP colleague of ours.
Cole Higgins.
Cole Higgins.
Higgins.
Higlin, you
Higlin.
doorknob.
I've got the L. Higlin. Higlin. Cole Higlin. That was about 4 years after he won a state championship himself.
Yeah.
As Standing Rock.
Yeah, pretty close. Kalik Austin banging into the defense, couldn't finish it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Cole Higlin was reffing that night with Mark Riggs and Mickey Jordan.
Oh, that's a crew. That's a crew.
Weston Scott.
Coast. To coast.
Right down Broadway for 2.
I was really hoping you were going to say Ray Boom Boom Jones.
Hey, Ray's a good rep, but I don't remember him doing too many double A championships.
He got a couple of NCC games back in the day, I know. At least that's what he tells everybody.
St. Mary's couldn't finish it on one end with Peyton Copy. Brady Ruggles with the look away. Copy turning and burning. Couldn't finish it. We're down to 1 minute to play.
St. Mary's has had a few good offensive possessions, but they just haven't been able to finish. They've gotten some good skip passes and done some nice things, just not been able to put the ball down the hole.
Meshke misses the leap and leaner. And St. Mary's. Copy goes to the handoff to Benning. Aberly reverses it to Ruggles. Quick trigger. No, off the back tab. Long rebound to Carlo. Oh, a little no-look to Fisher. Oh, he got too far underneath the basket, missed it.
Back-to-back layups. Fisher has missed just a little bit too far under the hoop, like you said.
Trace and Terry almost lost it once, almost lost it twice. Finally, they get it up ahead to Copy. Spins it cross court. Ruggles will step in, pull up shot. A little too strong again. 15 seconds to play in the first half. Stay tuned. Our Magic Towing halftime report comes up next as Jager Meshke got tangled up there.
Meshke will go to the free throw line in the bonus here.
And you get Andre Austin in for the final 10 seconds along with Swanson, Boyd, and White.
If the sheet says it, Jordan's going to do it.
And Jager Meshke at the line. Oh, he missed it.
0 for 3 in the first half is Meshke.
Najee Boyd gets an offensive rebound. I think he was the only one who thought that was a bonus, as everybody else is just kind of standing there. As 3.4 seconds to play in our first half. Hey, the other guy that was a guard with B.J. Etzold in that Demon team was Jordan Engelhardt. You mentioned guys from Bismarck High that went out to Mary.
One of the only guys I've ever known that wrestled and played basketball. Like that dude was a monster.
Yeah, and he was good at both of them too.
He sure was. I've never. There's not many people that do that at Bismarck High, and then I'm almost positive he did it for a couple of years, if not his whole career at Mary too. Jordan Engelhardt was an absolute monster that you didn't want to mess with on either floor.
Well, the Demons were a monster here in the first half. And we break. Our Magic Towing Intermission report comes up next. At halftime, it is Bismarck High 43, St. Mary's 16. Magic Towing halftime report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Bismarck High in cruise control here in the first half. They lead at 43-16. It's our Magic Towing halftime report. 701-509-4011. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. You blow it, they'll tow it. If you mention the PSP network, you'll save $50 off your next tow. It's been a demon demolition here. And Joe, let's run through those Magic Towing halftime numbers.
Yeah, the St. Mary's Saints currently trail by 27 here, 43-16. They had 3 players in the scoring column, 6 for Trayson Terry, 2 3-pointers. Brady Ruggles knocked down 2 3-pointers for 6 points, and Ryder Benning came in with 4. They have 16 turnovers in the first half. The Bismarck Demons, they had 8 players in scoring. They were led in scoring by number 2, Artie Carlo with 9. He had 3 threes from behind the arc, 9 points also from Andre Austin. 6 from Weston Scott in his debut, his first night on the floor this year. Kalik Austin with 5. Jager Meshke with 5. 3 points for Ross Fisher, 2 for Grady Swanson, and 4 for Najee Boyd, all from the free throw line. Only 5 turnovers for the Bismarck Demons, and they have 12-plus offensive rebounds. So absolute dominating performance so far for the Demons, winning the turnover margin by 11 and the offensive rebounding margin by 11. Helps lead to this 27-point route as of right now.
Yeah, there's your numbers brought to you by Magic Towing, and you get a little feel for the first half there. Ryan Family Dealership replay package from our first 18 minutes. Bismarck High leading big here. It's our Magic Towing halftime report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing. Mention the PSP network, save $50 off your next tow. Second half comes up next. Bismarck leading big here at St. Mary's, 43-16 on your BNC Bank scoreboard.
History book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
See? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Now there you get a look at the distinguishable Golden Dome.
Golden Dome.
In North Bismarck, of course, it's the Our Lady of Victory Chapel, the inaugural Mass back there in 2021. You got the stained glass, the murals, the windows, the architecture. What a place they've got here on the campus of St. Mary's Central High School. And oh, by the way, our nephew, Wyatt Nagel, and his beautiful bride, Hannah, got married there last summer, so I got to go to a wedding.
Wow.
At the Our Lady of Victory Chapel. He's a teacher here at St. Mary's, so they can...
You have to have pull to get into that chapel for a wedding.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, there's a look at the Our Lady of Victory Chapel here at St. Mary's. All right, let's get set for second half action. Bismarck High leading 43-16 over St. Mary's. Other games we're tracking for you tonight on the PSP schedule is Williston at Mandan, Jamestown at Minot, Legacy at Dickinson, and of course here, Bismarck High at St. Mary's. There's your WDA slate tonight. We'll give you an update on those, and of course you got the live feed rolling across the bottom of your screen. St. Mary's comes out, looks like a little, what is that?
I think they're playing man.
But Jager Meshke dissected it and scored.
Yeah, Jager did a good job there. Just driving to the middle, keep getting feet in the paint and able to get a layup.
St. Mary's into the front court. They get it to the free throw line to Jackson Barth. Set these second half lineups. There's Meshke, got a steal and a basket. He's out there with Grady Swanson, Ross Fisher, Andre Austin, and Artie Carlo. Meshke wants it off the 10.
Meshke's had some good looks today, just hasn't been able to get any of those. He's got one to fall from behind the arc.
Ryder Benning lucky to keep possession. Gets it up to Aiden Price. Right down Broadway. Oh, as Connor Schatz couldn't finish that one. And here comes Andre Austin. Screaming into the front court. Artie Carlo skips it cross court. Grady Swanson sets him down. No, couldn't knock it down from deep. And the rebound will scuttle out of bounds to St. Mary's.
Another nice skip pass there for Bismarck High in their offense, finding an open shooter. Grady just not able to find the spot today, not being able to knock down a couple good looks he's had.
Ryan Family Dealership brings you our replays on the PSP Network. Commitment and respect today for their customers as strong as it was 50 years ago. 5 locations in Minot and Williston, or shop online at driveryan.com. Aiden Price gets a hook pass from Ryder Benning, and the Demons almost have a poke away, and now they do. Kalik Austin up ahead to his brother Andre. Andre with the Euro and the finish.
What a good body control there from Andre. Just kind of, like you said, Euro, got the defender off balance a little bit, kept himself outside the glass and was able to use it to knock the layup in. So just, again, really nice body control from Andre.
St. Mary's misses the ball handling of Christian Benning tonight as Kalik Austin couldn't hit it from deep. Cleek just 23 points the other night, tied his season high against Williston. Had 7 threes against Jamestown. He hasn't found the range tonight, but there's Najee Boyd with a reverse layup, and that'll get us to a First International Bank and Trust timeout. Little instant replay here is the finish. How about this little slippery Euro here for Andre Austin?
Just a good move. A big hard left, plants his left foot, and just snakes to the right and gets that nice long right hand up to the glass to make the bucket. So 4 turnovers to start here in the first 2 minutes for St. Mary's isn't going to equal a lot of success. They need to figure out a way to get the ball across half court, work the ball around, maybe get it inside out to Barth, and see if they can't get some more guys on the scoring column a little bit.
Fans, be sure to get your Premier Pass. We've got 10 postseason tournaments coming up on the PSP Network. WDA hockey starts next week. Girls and boys WDA basketball, region basketball, district basketball, qualifiers. 10 tournaments, $54.99. That preseason or pre-tournament rate will be ending soon here for your coverage coming up on PSP Plus. St. Mary's just can't help themselves with turning it over tonight.
Yeah, just keeps throwing it to the wrong colored uniforms.
Ross Fisher with the hesitation blow by.
He's had 3 of those today, too, that he's just had right at the tin and not able to finish them.
Brady Ruggles into the front court, hands it back to Benning. Shots hounded there by Meshke. Price reverses it. Now a handoff to Benning, now back to Shots. Interior pass and from behind, Grant Bieber.
Yeah, got caught in the hand in the cookie jar there a little bit, deflecting the pass from through the body. Better possession there for St. Mary's. Broke the press, ran some clock, moved it side to side, tried to get it inside, pick up the foul.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. Northern Plains Heating and Air. Meshke with a good job taking it away. Gets it ahead to Weston Scott. Scott's flying into the front court. Meshke now the trailer. Ross Fisher off the extra pass. Yes!
Damn. Ross Fisher with his second 3 of the game. Ross has done a good job. He's really participating in defense, rebounding, and knocking down the three-pointer.
St. Mary's gets it down deep. Aberly inside out to Shots. Bismarck High leading big, 52-16 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. This team's played back a month ago on January 7th. Bismarck High winning 103-54. Aberly fires at the Price, and he goes to the scoop to the hoop. He looked like Dr. J flying in there.
Yeah, just not able to finish. Kind of avoided the contact. Probably could have got to the free throw line if he just went up and squared up strong. Not able to get the finish there.
Oh, Kalik Austin had the English on that one. And back and forth we go. One thing I want to talk to you about, Joe, here is there's a foul there by Ross Fisher. Hey, back in 2019 and 20, Coach Wilhelm's decision to change this style, to stay, they've done it for 25 years, Coach Miller and then Coach Wilhelm, and they didn't get the results they wanted for a couple years, and they switched styles, and we'll get to that when we come back. It's First International Bank and Trust. Timeout on the floor. 14-16 to play in the game. Bismarck High big, 52-16. They lead it over St. Mary's.
Take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Damn it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Todd Domrey's Joe Cattell. The fans looking on from up on the rafters here on the walking track, the upper levels, if you will, at St. Mary's Central High School. 52-16 Bismarck High leads, and the Saints get it in deep to Jackson Barth. So that decision for Coach Wilhelm to change the style that had gotten the Demons so much success.
Yeah, I sat with him at Buffalo Wild Wings during the state tournament. It was just the week after he got beat to go to the WDA or the WDA state play game in the WDA, and I just remember him saying, I can't beat Century. I can't beat, these guys playing the way that they play. I need to play something different. I got a lot of athletes in this school, and they want to play a certain way, and I got to adjust to them a little bit. I can't be so stubborn. And he bought into it. He learned a lot that summer about how to do it, and I give him a ton of credit because he's taken some punches every once in a while. People have doubted it and people have judged it, but he seems to keep winning. He keeps to get his team to the top of the WDA. Nobody wants to play him. There's not a team in the state that says, ooh, I can't wait to play Bismarck High. The way they play is just so frustrating because they get you sped up and they turn you over and over again. So, yeah, he's stuck with it. He's had good players, obviously Tracy Eaglestaff and Gunnar Swanson and now Andre Austin. The list goes on and on of great role players he's had too. But I can't tell you how much credit I give Jordan Willem. He's been a guy that I've admired as a player when he played for me in the summer basketball back in the day when he's a high school player to a college player, and now as not a young coach anymore. He's a good coach and a veteran coach. And, I still think he wins the state title of that COVID year when they were in the Final Four. There was nobody playing better than they were. And I know he's still sick to his stomach about it as well, but he's going to get one of these teams to that Final Four, and the way they play and how frustrated they are at other teams, he's going to get one here real soon. Yeah, it was a decision that, as you look back on it, I'd say you'd have to say it's been successful. I think so, for sure. But it didn't come without some detractors. That's for sure. And when Steve Miller does it one way for so long, and they won so much doing it that way, people, everybody, and it's a lot easier to coach a basketball game from a bleachers and from your from your couch. I know that than it is to go to practice every day and sit on the bench and win and lose with these guys. And I give Coach Willem a lot of credit for sticking with it, and he's a heck of a player himself. He knows what's fun to play, and he's found a way to have fun. He's found a fun way for these guys to play, for 10, 11 guys to be engaged in your varsity program, for your JV, your sophomore, to have 10, 11 guys deep engaged. And so he's really found a way to really bond this group together, and nothing but credit to what he's been able to accomplish here. And I think it's only the beginning, to be honest, I think. And, if you're a kid, how much you think Andre Austin likes playing in this system? If they play tough, they hustle, they play fast. He sends players to college level still. They shoot a bunch of threes. They play in-your-face defense. And, man, if you're 1 through 15, you're going to get a chance to play. Yeah, he sent numbers of kids to play at smaller levels, too, other than D1 and D2. He sent kids to BSC. He sent kids, all over the place. So, just a credit for him. And, hey, he's missing a guy, too. There was a big man in the middle that he had last year in Jack Schaefer that he had big plans for this year, and Jack was out. Weston Scott was out for most of this year, and he's been able just to keep fighting, put his head down, find somebody else to step up and get himself to top 3 in the WDA. And honestly, the only team they haven't beat is Minot High. They've beat Century, they've beat Mandan, they've beat they beat Legacy. They split with Legacy on the year. So there's nobody Jordan Wilhelm's afraid of with playing the style that he plays, and there's a lot of teams that rather not play him when it comes tournament time. St. Mary's got a foul and a three-pointer there for Trace and Terry. Made a couple free throws. Corton Aberly had a chance for an and one. Najee Boyd converted for the Demons. And we can tell you today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Today's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese. St. Mary's got to beat the buzzer here as Trace and Terry couldn't hit the 10. Well, today's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. And we mentioned Colin Dillon, 222-2155 at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. And you would need it right about now with the minus 20s coming. Not very nice outside. As Bismarck High leading 54-23. Artie Carlo leaning in, a little short. Another offensive rebound for the Demons. Andre Austin back to Carlo. Ross Fisher might have shuffled the puppies. Nope, they say it's an offensive foul there on Meshke. A little bit of that rub screen. They flipped it and ran into the St. Mary's defender, and moving screen. Oh, wide open. Down on the hole. Hey, the Demon defense was on vacation as Cortland Aberly finishes it. Yeah, first kind of real mistake, falling asleep for Bismarck High there, and gave up a wide open layup to Aberly.
Andre Austin, straight on from deep.
Yeah, if he can consistently make those open threes, he's pretty unguardable, especially at the high school level. And like we mentioned earlier, going to the college level, I think he's only going to get better at that. He's gotten a lot better in his high school career, and Andre's got a good work ethic. He's gonna be just fine and going to be able to shoot a good percentage from that.
The percentage has dripped up. It's into the low 30s now for Andre Austin from downtown.
And really a guy like him only has to be at 33%. Like, he doesn't have to be this for the 40% three-point shooter because he is so explosive to get into the rim. I mean, right there, he just makes one, now he just goes by people. Like, he doesn't have to be like an extreme three-point shooter. He's just got to be a threat to make one or two a game, and you have to guard him and close out to him so then he can use his quick burst.
Yeah, that was slippery right there. Jackson Barth. Return to center, got it back and muscled it home.
Yeah, nice job there from Barth. 4th point of the half, and just able to be physical down there around the glass and get that second chance.
I was getting a replay and I hit the wrong button, so I apologize for that, folks, as it happens sometimes.
Turnover there, a little bit of a charge on Andre Austin. Nice job there of St. Mary's players stepping up and getting outside the arc and taking the charge.
You know, the back to the thing about the style and the adaptability of the style. If a guy like Jack Schaefer can play in this style, anybody can play in this style.
And people think they're just running around. There's 2 or 3 different presses that they have. They give you different looks as the game goes on. It's not just go out there and freelance. They have a plan. There is a scheme, and they do a really good job of just executing it over and over and over again. So, yeah, there's definitely a plan to how they attack the game.
Pesky Meshke gets a rebound putback and makes it 61-27 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Trace and Terry double teamed at the timeline. Brady Ruggles has his pass tipped, and Grant Bieber got sandwiched.
Yeah, Grant had good possession there to grab the ball and was just knocked off his tilt a little bit. And it's going to be Bismarck High's ball here with 9 and change to go.
Todd Darmers, Joe Cattell at St. Mary's Central High School tonight. Good to have you tuned into the PSP Network as Grady Swanson buries one with a corner 3 ball.
Yeah, Grady finally finds the left corner 3 there. He's had some good looks tonight, hasn't been able to hit one, but able to set his feet, hold his follow through, and knock that one down.
Could have John Haugen, Aaron Wald run the cameras for us tonight as there's how you play a little tic-tac-toe to Connor shots.
Yeah, much better breaking the press there with the bounce pass and getting a few looks and finding one of the big boys down by the rim.
Shots almost had a takeaway. One other thing I wanted to ask you about, Coach, is we are nearing the point where Mason Clabo is approaching Anand Moody, the Dickinson star from years ago. 2,091 points Moody had, and Clabo's just 25 away from that, closing in on it.
Yeah, we were afraid a couple weeks ago that Clabo wasn't going to have even a chance to play another game and break that record, but I actually talked to a Fargo guy today, Grady Swanson. It's his second back-to-back. It looks like he's cleared to go, but they're being a little precautionary here going into the EDC tournament. They want him at full health before they throw him out there again. So it sounds like Mason's going to get a chance to break that Moody record, and they're the third place team and our third ranked team right now in the state. First in the EDC, had a weird loss to Century earlier this week or last week, end of last week. I'm sorry, not Century, Central. Central got hot and knocked down a bunch of threes on them without Mason on the floor, but they'll bounce back once they get him back, and I'm sure that'll be a nice shot in the arm for the team.
Grady Swanson made his second straight 3. St. Mary's answers with a 3 for Trace and Terry.
It's amazing going back to that, how many times that's been broken in the last 15 years, for how long that record stood with, before Boshi, then Boshi. Then it stood forever. A.J. Jacobson probably only had that thing for 2 or 3 seasons before Anand broke it, and now feels like Anand just got done playing college because he did.
Hey, he was on about the 9-year plan.
He took full advantage of COVID. There's no question about that.
He's got more minors than John Jablonski.
He's got lots of degrees to hang on the wall, but no, Anand just got done playing, and now it's getting broke again by Mason Clabo. So amazing how much more scoring's happening. Kids are playing at a younger age. They're getting opportunities to get out there as freshmen. In some cases, like Lily Bell, even as a 7th and 8th grader. So, I don't know how long how long that record will be hold for Mason, but hopefully he can get that and finish his career off the right way and in the way that he deserves for how much time and effort he's put in for that Davies program.
As Weston Scott missed the first one, got the second one.
7 points, hitting his average from last year in his debut back.
Yeah, you can tell they're managing his minutes, and that's not like anybody for Bismarck either. Probably other than Andre Austin plays, much more than 25 minutes a night. They just keep running bodies in, do the Demons.
What a shot in the arm, though, for this Bismarck High team. These are the dog days of the year when all you can think about is the WDA tournament. You got a couple games left, and it's kind of like a rejuvenating feeling to get a guy like Weston back, and all of a sudden your team kind of feels like it's a brand new season when you get a guy like him back. And just a nice shot in the arm and a good way to motivate you going into the end of the year.
And Ryder Benning almost had a steal. Got some subs in here as for St. Mary's. Get the big 6'6 freshman Keller Hertz Barnett into the contest.
We are in running clock time. Under 8, up 20.
And you get a whole host of Demons in there, a line change. As you get Bondley back in there. And you also get White back in there, along with first action tonight for Tadarian Slack, along with KP Eaglestaff. And Carson Schumacher also into the contest for Bismarck High School. We're under 7 minutes to play. Demons lead 68-32. And Eaglestaff lost the handle. And it goes out of bounds to St. Mary's. Next action for Bismarck High School. They will be at home at Carlgard on Friday night against Jamestown. St. Mary's will be on the road on Friday at Williston.
Game that they much need to stay in that hunt for that home
play-in
game spot.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
They really thought that Myatt North game was a game that they could win, and Christian going out in the first 4 or 5 minutes of that game really hurt them. Sounds like they're hoping to get him back by the WDA, but there's a question mark even on that. They think he threw his hip out, which caused a back kind of seizure type of thing, or a back issue, so to speak, and just he's not been able to get his full movement range of motion back yet.
Hey fans, thanks to BSN Sports for bringing you today's game. Exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. Custom equipment, uniform, coaches apparel, to fan wear and branding and more. They do it all at BSN Sports. KP Eaglestaff wide left. Rebound to Terry, but his pass is tipped and Eaglestaff collects. I'll check that. That is not Eaglestaff. It's Tadarian Slack who had his pocket picked. Connor Schatz over the timeline. Terry bounces it to Benning. St. Mary's against this man-to-man defense turns it over. And here comes Kenyatta White, trying to go coast to coast. Got into the body of Connor Schatz, and he'll shoot a couple.
Yeah, Kenyatta, another one of those big athletes for Bismarck High. Just a junior, 6'4", big-bodied wing, able to get the steal there and take it right downhill and get himself to the free throw line.
Yeah, a lot of folks, St. Mary's, they thought St. Mary's was going to get that third state title in 2014 when they got to the championship game against Fargo Davies and lost 62-55.
Yeah,
Ben Weisbeck and Darius Sparks and the crew.
Heck of a team they had there, and Joe Mueller, one of the ace coaches in this area for a long time before he went to the banking world and now in a different world. And their assistant was Brett DeCook, who we all know and miss. He was the assistant for Joe at for those teams. And, what a special group that was, just not able to bring home the big hardware. Able to get that runner-up trophy, but not the big hardware.
Kenyatta White got 1 of 2 free throws. And now he goes to the rack attack. Oh, and he runs over the defense.
Yeah, good defense there from number 33, Mr. Eberle. Good job of just getting himself set and taking that contact right between the numbers.
Yeah, here you get it on your Ryan Family Dealership replay. White leaning in, Eberle drawing the charge. As we're under 5 to play, boy, that running clock goes fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Tick, 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 tick.
Stay tuned. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame, comes up next. Yeah, St. Mary's gets a post touch. Hertz Barnett comes inside out to Benning. Up top, Eberle. Steps into the free throw line, almost had his pocket picked. Benning with a leaning three-pointer, off balance, and it's going to be a shot clock violation on St. Mary's. PSP coverage for us the rest of the week for AA basketball. You got Century and Legacy on Friday night.
It should be a dandy of a basketball game. Legacy's playing well.
Yeah,
Have
Legacy.
you seen the score run across about that Dickinson? I know they're an hour behind us, but
Yeah, I'm just, as you said that, I was already pulling it up.
that's a big game. It's going to have some real effects on who gets to just go to the Civic without having to play first.
I'll get you those final scores here in just a second as you got 3.5 to play in the contest. Bismarck High leads 69-32. Trayson Terry running double teams at him. He shoots it anyway. He got tied up on the way up. And here's your WDA finals. Boys basketball, Minot all over Jamestown, 95-65. And just about 9 minutes left in the first half out in the Queen City. And you got Dickinson leading Legacy 19-16. No report in from Mandan and Williston tonight. Girls finals from earlier tonight. Mandan took care of Williston 80-50. 80-52, I'll get it straight. Game here on the PSP Network. You had Bismarck High defeating St. Mary's 57-52. Legacy takes care of Dickinson 88-56. Yeah, there's your finals across the WDA and girls and boys basketball. St. Mary's gets free throws there, and Kenyatta White tried to drop it down low to Trinarian Slack. Brady Ruggles, little give and go. Now Aberly stopping and popping from the high right side. Hertz Barnett couldn't knock that one down. Well, Bismarck High hit the century mark the last time against St. Mary's, so hey, you got to have small victories. You held the team to about 30 points less than they scored the last time against you.
Yeah, I guess they were much better in the second half of not turning the ball over, obviously. Clock got running fast on them with the 10-minute mark, but they took care of the ball a little bit more, got it into Barth. Barth was able to score in the second half. Schatz was able to score in the second half. Just able to do a couple things there.
Going to the float game is Tredarian Slack. Nice play for him.
Getting himself in the score column.
The 6'1 junior, as you said, right into the scoring column.
Right at 2-minute warning.
Trayson Terry had that one wedged off his hands, and St. Mary's going to send a couple subs in. Jay Mueller into the contest, along with Roman Barnes, the big 6'6 junior. Bismarck High is going to pick up their 13th victory of the season, just 4 losses for the Demons. St. Mary is going to fall to 3-14. Brady Ruggles from the 28-foot line. Hit iron, rebound into the hands of Carson Schumacher. Bounces it down low to Slack. He's triple teamed. Wide open, extra pass. Eagle Staff gets it to Kenyatta White. Couldn't hit it. Schumacher rebounding and muscling it up. No good.
Good rebound there from Hertz Barnett, getting his body in front of the defender or the offensive player and getting that rebound high and tight.
Down to 1 minute left in the contest. Roman Barnes, kick out Ruggles. No. Ricochets off the 10. Quick run out. White leaves it for Schumacher.
Yeah, good unselfish play there from White, finding Schumacher running the right side, getting Schumacher his first bucket of the game.
And we're down to 35 seconds to play in the contest. Boy, that second half went like a lightning bolt. Hertz Barnett loses the handle. Kenyatta White. Yes.
Yeah, good take from Kenyatta. Kind of taking full advantage of some extra minutes here. Kenyatta has 5 points here in the second half. Made some big plays here, getting some steals, finding his teammates. He's kind of doing a little bit of everything here in the second half.
Bismarck High did what they needed to do tonight. Don't get complacent against a team that you beat by 50 points earlier this season. Come out and win this one going away. And there's your final horn. Bismarck High 75, St. Mary's 34. That's a final on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. And we welcome you to our planning team financial advisor, Schatz Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Bismarck High improves their overall record to 13-4. As mentioned, St. Mary's will fall to 3-14 as the Demons win this one 75-34 over the St. Mary's Saints. Joe Cattell has made his way down courtside. Going to get a word with head coach Jordan Wilhelm, some of the particulars, and let's send it down courtside and take it away, Joe.
Wilhelm, obviously a game you guys are going in one direction right now, sitting in third in the WDA, playing really good basketball. St. Mary's is obviously without Chris Benning is a big difference. Tell me just a little bit about your guys' mentality coming into this game. What did you guys have to get you guys focused on to get this thing done?
Well, after a couple, tough losses, the one to Minot and then that one at Legacy, I felt like we were trending in the wrong direction. But, I mean, when you look at a season ago, we lose our first 2 conference games and then won 16 in a row heading into WDA, win our first 2 games at WDA, lose 2 in a row, and your season is pretty much over then, So, like, you talk about trying to peak at the right time, and that's a thing that you hear across, the TV, and the talking heads like to talk about peaking at the right time, all those things. And I think there is some truth to it. And I don't think that we're even close to peaking yet. Like, our half-court defense can get a whole lot better. Our communication, all those little things. I think our body language, too, was kind of lacking a little bit for those 2 losses. And I think our guys are really starting to figure out that if they buy in together, they do it together, they believe in one another, they stop worrying about themselves, that we could be a special team this year. So I really hope that our best basketball is in front of us. I'll tell you, it's good to get number 23 back in that jersey. Having Weston Scott back makes a huge difference for our team. So pretty excited to see him back in maroon and white.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That was going to be my next question to you. Obviously, you thought you were going to have Jack Schaefer. He goes on to play D1 football. You thought you were going to have Weston Scott. He's hurt. You had to kind of do this last 2 months without 2 guys that you're really planning on. Sure. Weston Scott comes back, scores 7 points tonight, looked comfortable out there. How cool is it to see Weston get some minutes tonight and start getting himself back into rhythm, getting into the WDA?
The beautiful thing about Weston is he's like a Swiss Army knife. Like, whatever you need, he can do. He can be our best rebounder. He can be our best defender. He can be our best creator. He can be our best finisher. And he's one of the smartest kids that I've ever coached. And when you're missing that off your team, it is tough to win games, especially when you're counting on him to be one of your 1 or 2 best players. So getting him back right now is a huge jolt of energy for us. But also what you see is a lot of guys like the Artie Carlos, the guy standing behind me here, Grady Swanson, Ross Fisher, so many different guys down the line that are now getting such great experience and have had the ball in their hands for the last 2 months. So when you get a guy like Weston back, that's what's great about it. He's not someone that's just going to come in and try and get his, and I'm going to try and get my 20. He's someone that can do whatever the heck it is that we need. So definitely great having him back.
Yeah, I'm going to interview Artie next. Tell me about Artie. What has he brought to this team this year, stepping in this varsity role for you, stepping in for probably some of Weston's minutes, coming into the, probably not planning on that, but now he's in that big role. Talk a little bit about Artie before I have a chance to interview him.
He's been playing a little bit out of position. Coming into the year as a sniper, we wanted him to be more of a wing player, someone where Weston and Andre are creating and attacking, and he's a guy that's spotting up and knocking down shots. But with his ability with the basketball and his ability to take care of the ball and how strong his ball skills are, he was kind of forced into a role that we didn't have planned for him, which I think is going to be good for him ultimately moving forward, because when you're forced to play the top of because we play kind of a 2-point guard system, and when he's had that ball in his hands all year, being more of a create first guy, you see nights like tonight where we got to move him off the ball a little bit, and you have guys like Andre and Weston creating for him rather than him being the one that's doing the creating. I think that's more of a natural role for him. And now that he can be like a second side playmaker and a secondary playmaker for us, along with his ability to knock down shots. And one thing he doesn't get credit for enough, because you see his size and you don't think of him as being a lockdown defender, he's one of our best communicators. He's a team guy. He's an eye contact kid, which as a coach are super important to you. And he's as good defensively as in the offensive end. And if he keeps growing on that side too, I think the sky's the limit for that kid.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on the W tonight. Good luck the rest of the way, brother.
Thanks, man.
Artie, come on over, my man. Artie, a couple tough losses the last couple of weeks. Come out here tonight, get Weston back. A lot of good energy going on. Just talk a little bit about the mindset coming in tonight to kind of get off of that 2-game slide you're on.
Yeah, we knew this wasn't going to be like the best team, but we needed a bounce back game from the last couple of games we've had. Just to get a job done, get a blowout at least. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. Coach talked a little bit about you having to play a lot of kind of point guard role coming into this year tonight, maybe getting to play a little bit more off the ball, kind of more of a natural fit for you. Talk about the difference. What do you like more, or doesn't it matter to you, or just what's the difference between kind of being the primary ball handler or being a guy that can just have others create for them?
Tonight, I obviously get a lot more 3-point looks when I'm running the wing, but I don't really mind running the point at all. Just whatever we need.
Awesome. Defensively tonight, you guys forced a ton of turnovers. The press just keeps wearing people out on and off the court. What's been the key for you guys on that press? What's the key? What's the secret sauce to that press?
Just energy. Just everyone on the bench, everyone involved, everyone talking, everyone just giving it their all on the press, and it'll just work out. Chaos.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on the big win tonight, and good luck the rest of the way, brother. Awesome. Back to you, TD.
Yeah, well, good job down the sidelines there. You heard from Jordan Wilhelm, the 10th-year head coach for the Bismarck Demons, and none other than Artie Carlo, the junior, tonight, as he's in double figures to pace Bismarck High to a 75-34 victory tonight over the St. Mary's Saints. Come back and put a wrap on this one, put a bow on the evening tonight. It's a Demon sweep from Tony Wald Court here at St. Mary's. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show rolls on after this break on the PSP Network.
Nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads,
We make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Fans are filing out of Tony Wold Court here at St. Mary's, I'll say still Central High School. It's our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Their advisors are helping you with a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Visit them online at planningteam.com and Shots Crossroads. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Get filled up with their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Team buses are always welcome. Bismarck High, big. They win it 75-34 over St. Mary's. And, Joe, let's run through those final game numbers here as the Demons move to 13-4 on the season.
Yeah, the St. Mary's Saints lose tonight by 38, 75 to 37, like you mentioned. Leading scorer tonight for the St. Mary's Saints was Trayson Terry. He had 13 points, knocking down 3 3-pointers. Nice night for the freshman 6'1" guard. We had 6 points from Brady Ruggles, who had 2 3-pointers in the first half. 5 from Cortland Eberly, all coming in the second half. 4 apiece for Ryder Benning and Jackson Barth. 2 points for Mr. Connor Schatz for a total of 37 points. For the Bismarck Demons, they were led in scoring tonight by Andre Austin, 16 points. 9 points apiece for Jager Meshke and Artie Carlo. 8 points for Grady Swanson, hitting 2 threes in the second half. 7 points for Weston Scott, 6 points for Najee Boyd, 6 points also for Ross Fisher, 2 3-pointers, 5 for Kenyatta White, and 2 apiece for Carson Schumacher and Thierrien Slack for a total of 75. They had 10 players in the scoring column today, dominated offensive rebounding and dominating the turnover margin.
Bismarck High gets the season sweep over St. Mary's. This was the 218th all-time meeting between these teams. Bismarck High now is 170-48 against the St. Mary's Saints, and the Demons, by the way, have won 14 straight and 17 of the last 18 against these St. Mary's Saints. All right, a couple things to take care of here in our postgame. First up, it is our move of the game, brought to you by Spas, etc. Family-owned business. Billiard tables, gazebos, spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed sales, and installation service. Been doing it in the capital city since 2001. And welcome back, Scott.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Weston Scott brings you our move of the game tonight. A little rebound, like the recognition of what's just rebound. It's anticipation on that kind of hardest thing to judge is an air ball sometimes.
Yes, sometimes it is, for sure.
And then here's a little burst coming back for Weston Dressler. He looks like he's going in a different gear. That is great to see for the Demon faithful.
Yeah, Weston Scott back. Obviously, Coach Willem has nothing but good things to say, and probably as giddy as all can be when he heard that he got cleared to play. So Weston Scott is back, everybody. Watch out.
There's your move of the game, brought to you by Spas, etc. They got 22 years experience, been doing it since 2001. Check them out, and there are billiard tables, gazebos, spa, hot tubs, saunas, tanning bed sales, and installation services at Spas, etc. Upcoming schedule on the PSP Network. Of course, you got girls basketball, District 6 tournament time starting on PSP Plus Thursday, Friday, Saturday from the Magic City. And we round out the week with Thursday night Division B basketball in Garrison. Friday night should be really good. Century and Legacy in 2A basketball. And on Saturday, then you got the Magic City Melee, the North Sentinels and Minot High, the Magicians and the Majettes. As that one will be at Minot High School at Magic City campus. That should be fun as you'll catch it all on the PSP Network. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, and X, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.
I'll be in Mesa, Arizona on Saturday night.
That sounds pretty good.
I might have to turn one of those on, but I might be sitting by a pool.
All right, fans, time for our MVP of the contest tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today. And, you heard from him. Well-spoken young man, Artie Carlo, got it done tonight for the Demons.
Yeah, Artie Carlo just came out really well in the first half there, and obviously the game was kind of out of hand after the first half. Artie Carlo knocking down 3 3-pointers right off the bat for the Bismarck High Demons. Numerous steals. Really played well defensively, just did a really nice job. But, yeah, he's a dangerous weapon on that wing, able to knock it down. Shoots a lot like his brother. I had to ask him after the game if Montel was his brother. Montel was a guy that played with Archambault and Jeff Bragg down in the Solon days when Solon was killing it down in that district, in that region. They kept coming up short to Shiloh, but Carlo played for Pete over at Tribes, and then went off to play for my old assistant Josh Vaughn at Dickinson State. Had a great college career himself, so no shocker that there's another Carlo knocking down threes from the left wing. But yeah, no, Artie Carlo, player of the game. I thought he had a great first half, and defensively and on the offensive end, knocking down those big buckets.
Yeah, Montel could shoot it, man.
Oh man, Montel was a stud. Him and Jace ended up coming and play for me, and Montel, we tried to make it work. We couldn't get it done, and he ended up going to Dickinson State. But yeah, Montel is a great kid, and Jace was a great kid, and loved coaching those guys. Loved being around those guys in the recruiting process.
Yeah, there's your Sports Clip MVP of the contest tonight. Artie Carlo, the junior for the Bismarck Demons. Sport Clips brings you that MVP and their MVP haircut experience. All right, last thing is we went to the schedule already. How about the PSP Network and your exclusive home for video coverage of the WDA hockey tournament, WDA girls and boys basketball? You want to watch it on video? You're going to watch it on the PSP Network. Region 3 basketball, Region 4 basketball, B Division, A Division, qualifiers, district tournaments. Get that premium pass right now. That pre-tournament rate will be ending soon. All right, fans, that'll put a wrap on it for us tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank for bringing our scoreboard. Valvoline Instant Oil Change brings you our pregame. Our timeouts brought to you by First International Bank. Our instant replay sponsor is Ryan Family Dealership. Serve Pro brings you our free throws tonight. Halftime is always brought to you by Magic Towing. Our postgame sponsors include Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Your player of the game tonight, Artie Carlo, brought to you by Sport Clips, and your move of the game, the coast-to-coast delivery for Weston Scott, and that's brought to you by Spas, etc. It's a Demon sweep tonight. The girls get it done 57-52, and in our nightcap, Bismarck High wins 75-34 over the St. Mary's Saints. For John Haugen and Aaron Wald, our producer and camera operator, and my partner, Joe Cattell, Todd Domrey's bidding you a good night, and folks, stay warm out there. It's cold, and it's a Demon sweep tonight on the PSP Network.
Nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with